We're deliberately aiming for some of them depending on what the god is and maybe their heritage.
It's so good to be back.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was Minotaurs on this battlefield. Tillman was going to stay out, but he might need to go ahead and give his last to finish the deed. Does one of them have a firebolt wound in his back? Because if there is, then
we
gotta finish our last. Gotta finish the job. It's our last witness.
All right.
Quick, Hunter's mark him.
Okay. Hopefully music's not too loud. If not, I can turn it down. I need to. Okay. So we open tonight, just with the brief, the roar, the buzz of metal and metal, flesh smacking on flesh, this war happening, but we're kind of pulling away from it so that it is but a distant sound, and we push up through those that orange sky, that veil of atmosphere to beyond to the starry galaxy, and in that nebula, two figures face each other, standing over the horizon of this war. One with his, ebony horns curved all the way around and his reddish fur. Mogus stands and speaks to his brother Iroas. And he tells him, Inagu is special because he embodies killing. He has few ambitions beyond the visceral thrill of rending the soft flesh of his enemies and drinking deep in the hot blood from their bodies. He craves nothing more than the utter defeat of all those who stand against him, and is relentless in his pursuit of feeding the emptiness of his existence with the frantic screams of those he slays. Butchery is the provender of Inagu, and his single-minded pursuit of annihilation makes him a most dangerous force in any plane. But make no mistake, brother, he is no Mogus, and he is but a pawn in my war that I will use this day to defeat you. And Iroas, in that with that bovine body turning, and his spear and his shield kind of emblazoned, kind of lit up there in the stars, says, how short-sighted you have fallen, my sibling. Brother, you have always failed to see that war fought without valor and courage yields no victory. You have chosen in an ill manner your champion, and today your demigod shall fall. And Mogus kind of swipes with his axe, cutting through the stars. Enough talking. Let us get on with it. And then at this moment, those two kind of, Iroas riding towards him and Mogus bringing that axe up, they go to clash. And there is, with no storm clouds around and with, no sight of weather change, there was a booming in the sky beyond. And even it pierces through the battle almost momentarily. Everyone stops in just a sudden moment as they continue to fight. And back on the battlefield, there in the dark gates, on the ground, pushed in, two armies are locked in bloody battle. Acroians skewer gnolls through. Gnolls tear the flesh from Acroians. Leonins rend limbs from their enemies, spraying hot blood everywhere. Minotaurs gore, puncturing the breastplates of men, spilling the warm innards onto the ground, into the soft earth. Return, fight silently but furiously, and their bodies continue to drop in heaping numbers, while arrows continue to rain out of the sky with torrential fury. And one army is breaking this day, and whichever it shall be, each of them have a powerful weapon at their disposal. On one side, we have the bronze bullies, and on the other, sitting there, where that earth is pushed in, where it just teleported in, this 20-foot tall beast, the butcher, that 20-foot tall, hunched over, stands now Yinagu, the demon lord. And he, stunning Tyrannika's men, throwing them left and right. The butcher smells of wild dog and warm blood. His fur is matted and slick with his own dark, oily blood mingling with the fresh, vibrant, liquid of the others, mortals who have just recently lost their lives to him. But Tyrannika's Lukos wolves, as they call themselves, have leapt back onto their feet, one of them kind of gleaming, standing out, his sword glowing. And they kind of fall back into formation, ready to fight, as these other Nolish, large, half the size of Yinagu protect him. The face of Yinagu himself is this demonic mouth, not unlike a hyena, too wide, with too many rows of teeth to be natural. His beady eyes craving mutilated flesh. The butcher looks up and smiles, snorting, as the horsemen begin to soar above, along with a giant raven and a bronzed winged minotaur overhead. And he looks up. Come to me. Come to Yinagu. There is only two things that are in existence. There is prey, and there is me. And that is where we will open tonight. And as before the party can decide what they do next, they look and they see another steed approaching from a distance, kind of curving around the valley. As Leto enters. Leto, I'm going to place you farther out in this direction. What I'll do is I'll change the dot here so you can see yourself. I'll give you also just opening. We are directly in combat now, so Leto is top of the round, but also give us, let's give ourselves 5 minutes to, I doubt I don't know if if there's a whole lot of conversation that be had, but the little things that they might be saying to each other to prepare for this, or the things that they might be thinking moments before they get into this. Conditions of where people are, headspace. Telmoon, is he going in and out? How is he trying to ready himself as he sees the Minotaurs down below? I'll turn it over to you all before we turn it over to Leto.
Fitz has she's riding the Pegasus Sparkle with Persis, and she has her bow from Nylea drawn at the ready, and is just kind of like breathing into the bow, almost like she's communicating with Nylea and asking for a blessing and like a guiding to help her arrows stay true during this upcoming fight.
Awesome. She's wearing the little
flower crown
she made. That flower crown, she has an inspiration point. If she doesn't already have one, that she has one from awesome. Making it that morning. Right. Well, if Leto, what do you think you might be doing here then?
Did not expect to go this quick. All right. Seeing chaos all fucking along the ground. Seeing big guy, 25 feet in the taller than
and so you all know as well, this is a cliff. So remember, there's a mountainside there. So if you fall off of this, you go off 200 feet. Back there, it wraps around that backish part, like wraps around the side of the mountain and continues. There's armies all back there kind of climbing across that cliff. But everything on this side is a sheer drop point. What you see here is the wall on this side. If you were to go past Yinagu and go the direction that's off screen, kind of towards the direction of the screen towards me, that is back towards the Acroid camp. So all this area is just flooded with war right now.
Is the portal still open that they came through?
That portal is 30 miles away in the valley.
Okay, good.
But you don't. No one really knows.
Yeah. I was just wondering if it was near the battle.
Not near the battle. Now, when I said he teleported, what happens is Yinagu Nick Proxino saw him way out in the fray, like fighting, throwing Leonins around, and then suddenly it was like, boom, Matrix style, threw a bunch of guys, and then appeared right in front of where they are now.
All right,
Showed up Terminator style.
pretty much.
It's pretty much similar.
All right, so obviously he has the highest ground right now on the Pegasi, but he's not comfortable flying around. So,
And I will let you also. Sorry, I'm cutting in a lot here. I will let you all
You're
decide and set how high you think you are in the. Are you 60 feet up? Or are you 100 feet up? Right. That's on you to set, like, because these are just representative. But how high are you off the ground above this fight?
I'd probably say close to at least 100 feet. I mean, I
Okay.
had to fly over some
Yeah.
mountains and shit like that to get here. So,
Okay.
but his main priority is high ground. So he is going to, while on the Pegasi, to use his action to dash closer towards the top of that mountain ridge.
Over this
trying
way?
to get
Okay.
higher up than that Minotaur that's at the highest level right there.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just say he's there because he actually fits. So he's up there.
Okay. And since I had to use an action to dash that far, I don't know what the Pegasi's movement is.
Pegasus is. So I know we go back.
Should be 90.
It's 90. Yeah, 90 flying feet.
Oh shit! All right. I'll just still say I dashed since I was pretty far away from the battle to get there.
Okay.
Bonus action. I don't think I can really do much. Actually, I can. So I'll
Okay.
do one thing. Kind of floating. I said 100 feet. So
Mhm.
where is it? All right. So this has to be exactly 0. Fuck. Why'd I say 100? I'm gonna bonus action teleport down to the like right behind the Minotaur, but I have to roll a 0 on this D10 to teleport that distance. Otherwise, I'm falling the rest.
Jeez.
Okay, that's not terrible. Not terrible, but it's not good. I teleport halfway.
So 50 feet fall
Yeah.
behind this Minotaur. Jeez. We kicked him off into the fray.
If I can land on him, that'd be awesome too.
I just
Give-
imagine Leto landing in a heap, just
Give me an
end over end.
give me an acrobatics check as you fall.
Okay, I'm good at those. Really good. Fucking D10s. That's a 31.
31. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're able to like break your fall by landing into this Minotaur. So you fall 50 feet, you slam onto the Minotaur, breaking some of that damage. So you take 6 instead of 12 damage, and you and the Minotaur kind of go spilling, and you kind of roll off into the like wet mud, and you see people fighting all around you, and the creature is kind of looking towards the sky like, what was that on me? As you're like still laying there momentarily. If there's anything you do, otherwise
That was
we
a
continue
fucking
to move.
stupid idea, and that's my turn.
Yeah, you're just in the thick of it now. As Leto lands down there with all these all this carnage going on around him. Leto, is there anything? Still feel free to role play. You did all that. That's what you did with your action. What are his thoughts? What's he thinking? Is there anything he said to his party as he comes flying in, as he sees them?
He's
Anything?
fucking looking for them at that point.
Well, he would
being
see
in
them.
in the fray of it. I mean, he's kind of just looking for allies because it's just a mosh pit.
Okay.
At
So what
this
you're
point-
saying is he didn't see them flying in the sky. We've already done it, so we're gonna. Yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah,
so
he
he just
wouldn't pay
kind. So
attention
the rest
to
of
it.
you like look over and see Leto just like bombing across like the field, and then just like leap off his horse, and and now he's down there in the midst of it all.
Today he earns his Braun Bullies badge.
Yeah, I know. Where's Taroxy? I haven't heard from you in a while. How's he doing?
As far as where he is in the air, I'm gonna let the others decide that for me.
No,
because
I'm just no more role play. I'm not even thinking
Yeah,
strategy here. I'm just thinking because he's right there. He's flying with his group. I'm just wondering if is he called like. Are you guys calling out? At this point, you guys have been in this war for the 3 days, even though you haven't been playing. Like, are you calling out commands to each other? You guys like trying to set each other up because that still can be. You can still. I'm okay with you guys doing that outside of like us being in locked initiative combat, or just wondering. Otherwise,
no, he's super hyped. He sees Leto go down, chuckles, and turns over. Apo, keep Telman breathing. I'm going to go save the madman and hopefully kill the monster at the same time. Feel free to join.
He just growls back, "Will do."
Yeah. And so he just goes from flying in a general direction to setting a very like dive bomb sort of course. You know how like birds will fly for a little bit and then when they see what they're doing, you just see them go into that dive. He begins going into that dive.
Okay, got it. So as all this is happening, suddenly, as that figure standing across maybe 20 feet on a rock, fighting us alongside, Tyranica's over here cutting down a knoll, blood spraying across as she cuts it. This one figure stands, Alcides, and you've gotten back to your feet and you're standing, you've like leapt up onto this rock, your blade is glowing, and you look out and see this lumbering, you see the butcher, the Inagu. You've heard all the things that have been talked about in camp, and now this thing is moving, pushes past one of his guys, and then just takes this huge metal flail with and swings it at you. So yeah, it is the Inagu's turn. He will strike out at Alcides at a 15-foot distance. I'm gonna roll some real dice. It's taking too long. 23 to hit. So I think that's just okay.
As a reaction.
Like as you stagger back and that first blow doesn't connect, you feel him like immediately swinging back as another one of those kind of mace-like balls with spikes on it just comes ripping over the top of your head. Hopefully you can block this one for 32 this time. And this time hitting for, I need you to make a Constitution save.
Con save. That'll be an 18 con save.
All right. So you, as one of the as the thing kind of nicks you, or like across your helmet takes the brunt of it, you feel a little like the point just touches your skin, and you could tell that any more, and there's an agent of kind of paralysis. You feel your muscles kind of lock up for a second as the third strike comes at you. Wow, and that one is going to miss at an 18. And suddenly, as you are literally battering and like taking the brunt, some of the other men around you are not being so lucky, being thrown as you stand your ground, your shield up, as they get pushed away by Inagu's like literally wild meleeed swings, carving a path through the war. We'll move on to Apodexis.
So he'll reach behind him, because I'm assuming Telmoon is by him, and use his last third level healing. So that's going to be... Ooh. So that's 15 HP back. And then maneuver the Pegasi toward Inago.
Okay, so you're about 60 feet away from Inagu, so you're just trying to, you got 90 feet, so you're flying like right over the top of him. Is that where you're at?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So don't have a lot of space here, but I know you're there. So
You can put him right on top. It's fine. Just crush them. No big deal.
I just can't make him stand.
Quick bow.
Once I get some of these some space, I can actually do that. But yeah, he's right above him, floating right, flying over. I imagine Telman's looking down like, oh shit. You.
Telman opens his eyes. He's like, oh, okay.
Now here's the thing.
Now.
You flew about 60 feet. How high are you still at that 100-foot? Or are you any lower than that?
No, we're probably a little bit lower.
Maybe like 60 feet above him?
Probably about 60 feet above.
Okay. All right. And he's not looking up at you, right? He's just like cleaving a path through enemies. All right. Is that in Appledex's turn?
For now.
Okay. As he does this, Alcides kind of camera panning back down from the sky as the Pegasus is flying over. I know we go. So by the way, guys, Pegasi is whenever I refer to them in the plural, and then they're Pegasus when they're individuals. So back down on the ground, Alcides, what are you doing?
First off, how much damage did I take from that first hit?
None. Actually, because you've passed. Oh, I'm actually sorry. I'm sorry. I'm tripping. I should have rolled damage. That was the other effect. So yes, I didn't even roll any damage. And so thank you for being honest about that, because I just was kind of brain farted there. And because you were honest to share that with me, I'll give you half of the damage.
Yay.
So 12 damage off that hit.
Oh, so it should have done 24?
Should have done 24.
One of the 3 hits? Was that even pain?
That was the paralysis one.
Holy.
That was only the one that hit.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
Now here's another thing to remember. Yinagu has been fighting alongside of you. So unlike a boss and a lair, Yinagu is not at full force. It says and it just means that you see arrows sticking out of his back. You see a few cuts. The blood is. That's why I described the blood mingling. But in no way is he haggard or bloody. Yeah. But he's not 100%. So if that helps with anything. All right. Yeah. So that's the damage you would have taken. He's 12 bludgeoning, and you are. So I'm sorry, it should have been actually 12 force damage, if that changes anything.
I got no resistances, but force. Oof.
Okay.
So, action, cast haste.
Okay.
Run up and get to his left flank.
Okay.
Then I get to make, for the haste action, make a single weapon attack. Sunblade. 13 plus. No, not spells.
What's the total?
Plus 9, so that'll be 22 to hit.
You hit him.
And that'll be 1d8 radiant.
1d8 radiant.
So 8 radiant.
Take it.
And then he'll comment, "You smell awful. If you're trying to teleport to the bathhouse, that's at least 30 miles away."
And as he's rushing towards you, you realize he's looking at you, and then he momentarily looks away, and another to push off another acro, and hearing your curses towards him, and feeling the nick of the radiant on his arm, and then takes that flail and immediately responds to swat you away. I need a strength saving throw.
Saving throw, okay. That'll be at 18.
You will fail that as you are thrown. You actually knock over another opponent. Another one of your own men, as he just flings you both. You go sliding right up to the edge and you're able to grab your shield right before it's about to spill over the cliff, and you're peering down that 200 feet as he just swatted you 15 feet, and it pushed you right up to the edge and proned you. We move to if he is. I don't know if you have. Oh, actually, was your turn over? Because I was thinking you only did one attack, right? That's my fault. I probably jumped in there. But if anything else you want to do, continue it, and then that would be his legendary action.
Bonus action. I was going to try and knock him prone.
Okay.
With Shield Master attack.
Yep.
So that'll be a strength saving throw from him, or
Strength.
no, contested athletics.
Okay. Strength.
That's only a 14.
Right. 23.
Yeah, so he's still up.
Yep, still up. And so then, as he tries to knock him prone, if you don't have anything else, then he will swat you away. So as this is happening, if Alcides is done, if I'm not mistaken, suddenly, give me a second to roll here. Okay, and so at that moment, you can all see in the distance, you've seen this before, but those archers that are still around start to fire off those arrows that kind of linger in the sky, and as they cast down, begin to rain down. And as they do, I need everyone in the sky, everyone on the ground to give me a dexterity save. Oh, rolled low. Okay.
That's a 10.
Yeah, can be a 6 for me.
That a disadvantage with a being prone.
You have disadvantage while being prone.
All right, but I have advantage from haste, so it's just canceled out.
Cancels it out.
26.
19.
Nice. So it was only a 15 that save. And so, oh no. But I also rolled really low, so you would take that was 2d10 and I only did 5 damage. So if you failed, you take 5. And here's the thing: if you're flying, that goes to the Pegasus first. You can choose to take it instead of the Pegasus.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Let's not fall.
Don't hurt Sparkle.
That's what I'm taking 2.
Yep, just 5. Half. If you pass, you'll take 2 damage. So everybody at least takes 2 from Angus.
I take 0.
Okay. There we go.
I'll take the 2 for the instead of the Pegasus.
Okay. So the Pegasus takes it anyway for passing, but if I don't want to get hurt, I can make it take full damage instead.
No. So you're making a dex save. You're making a dex save for yourself, but my target is the Pegasus. Yeah, you don't have to roll for the Pegasus. It's like if you get hit, though, I'm just putting it on. It's almost like they're targeting the Pegasus, the larger body that you are riding on. Yeah, and that's pretty much. I allow you guys to. So, I'll turn the Pegasus so that I get hit by arrows instead.
Yeah, so then that's what I did. I took the arrows instead of the Pegasus.
Okay, fair enough.
So for me, that's going to be 4.
You failed, so you take 5 damage. What did I say?
I passed.
You passed, so then you take 2.
Okay, so
2 points. Okay, 2 points of piercing damage.
Okay, and then so that's what I'm saying. It's only 2, or I'm taking
just 2. Just no, the Pegasus takes nothing. You take the 2.
Sweet.
It's either you or the Pegasus, and you decided to take it. So you're good.
I take it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, but the Pegasus got shot in the booty because Telmo dodged out the way.
Yeah, so someone scrambles up on the back.
Dude, I'm driving. That means I got shot in the booty.
Oh man!
Cool. As if an effect would allow me to take half damage, I take none with Shield Master, not just spells.
Interesting. Right. Let's see. All right. So as that happens, those arrows start to slam down on the ground. We move to, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Persis. Persis at 19 for initiative.
Okay. Yeah, and Persis.
You're on the back of the steel.
Yeah,
up here.
and if you tell me to move the Pegasus, if we're allowed to, I will.
What I'll allow for that, yeah, I like that idea. So, because sometimes if you're stuck on the back of this Pegasus, you can't do anything. What I could do is, if Fitz moves the Pegasus on Persis' turn, she pilots it. It counts though the Pegasus can't move anymore. Like, so on Fitz' turn, you don't get to move the Pegasus again, right? So
Okay, it's one or the other.
yeah. So pretty much, you're on Persis' turn. You're taking your movement. You're taking your well. You get your movement if you leap off of it, but you're you're piloting. You're using it for his turn. Yeah,
I'm not going to do that at this time, but
Okay.
yes. And what I was going to say is, she would be like yelling in your ear because I imagine there's a lot of sound going on. That I can do things from a long way off, so get as close as you need.
I can also do things at long range. The closest I need to be is 60 feet within an ally, in case of emergencies. So we can hover from far away.
Yeah. So apparently we're going to move in and hover about 60 feet away from.
Okay.
We'll say 60 feet from Yanagu, I
from
guess.
Yanagu, is that where?
I need to be within. I think it's within an ally for this.
Oh.
Like if something happens to someone, I want to be able to help. And that's the.
Well, Troxys
where
did
are
say
you?
that they were going to crowd Yunogu, so if everyone follows in, then that it
I
should
think
be
Apo and Telmoon are floating directly above Yanagu. So
Okay, then I want to be within 60 feet of that bundle.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
And Lito's already on the ground. Alcides is on the ground, so just the blob is going to be
It's
down
going to
there.
grow. Yes.
Lito's somewhere on the ground. We have no idea where.
Yeah, Leo's like somewhere in the background over here. He's like up on that. I have him right there, but he's really down. He's really down in the middle of this fray. He's like just
Plans
almost.
don't go to according, okay?
For an action though, Persis is going to start like waving her hands and like building this this binding for a spell, and adjacent to Yanagu, there's going to be like the ground will bubble into this pit of magma that rises up into a heated bronze statue of Perforos.
Nice.
As she's casting Summon Construct.
Yes, and I do not have a construct here, so I'm going to put this guy.
Sorry.
No. I should have remembered. We'll put
Sweet moves.
Here.
You can't anticipate everyone's spells, all right?
I know.
It is a futile effort.
Yeah.
Really is.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
this is the heated skin version, so things will happen if they attack it.
Okay.
But I'm going to go ahead and do the attacks. That is a 23 for the first attack, and a 24.
Both of
for
those
the
hit.
second. Yeah. Okay. And with something ridiculous like D8 plus 8 damage. Sorry, I have to double check this thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that's total for both hits is 28 damage of bludgeoning.
And I take it this is clearly magical bludgeoning damage, so yes. Or
That's up to interpretation. It's
Yeah,
a
'cause
spell,
it's a
but it causes
spell.
bludgeoning.
I'll treat it as it's a spell, so it's created. It makes sense to me. It's a magic. So 20. You said 23.
28.
28 takes it. So as this thing starts, slashing. What kind of weapon is it using?
It's a statue of
Bludgeoning.
Perforos, so it's going to be using a hammer.
It's just using that hammer. So that statue, the large statue, punches and hits at the leg of Yanagu, cracking, punches into it. Doesn't break any bone, but the creature feels it and was starting to charge forward to get, was literally like it was about to follow up on that push towards Alcides here, and instead turns looking at this construct standing before him, and will do the same.
All right.
Will actually not swat. He just takes a bite, tries to bite this thing.
Okay.
These my rolls. These are not. That's not good. 17.
17 is their armor class.
Okay, so just hits.
Yep.
That still was a bad roll, even with a hit. It will do 18 points of acid damage.
Acid damage. Okay.
His bite does acid damage. Just like starting to bite into the stone, and just like the teeth are hot, and just this corrosive saliva eating at the brawn at the statue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just the statue takes the hit and just stands back to fill in the hole around the other soldiers, and does the steam snort that I've seen from Taroxes.
Nice. All right. Good stuff
and
here.
Bonus action.
Okay.
You see like suddenly her hands fly through the motions of a spell quickly as she's going to quicken an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Yeah. Let us see. Yeah, that's a miss. So there's a 13, but then another 23. So one of them, the two of them are going to miss.
Okay.
Go wild, but one I think should hit with a 23.
One hits with 23. Okay, that hits.
Yeah. And that's going to be 14 force damage going towards Yunago.
Yunago will take that force damage. 14. Blasted it right on the chin. And continues moving. Anything else, Persis?
That's what I got.
All right. He already responded with that legendary cheat because that was punching back at your summoned your peripheral statue. Camera swinging over to Roxy's in the sky there at initiative 18.
Proxenos goes first because the bird has higher dex.
Oh yes, okay.
That might change, but I'd rather not change it even if
that
this
does, okay.
one changes.
Yep, that does. So Proxenos, you can go. So you are. That makes. Yep. I forgot we talked about that.
All right. So bird is there's a
yeah, you're over there. Oh.
And already seeing that Fitz and Persis have been swooping down, as well as the others, towards Yunagu.
Okay, swooping down. You're swooping down towards him? Yeah, you see everybody else swooping down. And so you're doing the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although Proxenos, he would get to the that ridge that is slightly elevated.
You mean talking about here?
Behind Yunagu.
Oh, like right around here. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so you would get to that position. And he would transform back into a human. And with the staff of the Dragon Slayer pointing up to the sky as lightning crackles and dark storms are centered around Yunagu. A bolt of lightning comes down, directed right at him. And
nice.
I would like a dex save.
The lightning comes down, striking. Dex save from. That's what I want to use here. All right, 27.
Yeah, that will definitely pass.
Yeah. So he'll still take the half of it as it starts blasting down. Now, also, were you trying to? Well, there's also other combatants, but it looks like you did you light it up this way, straight?
It just comes straight down.
Oh, it's straight down. It's not. It's not lightning.
It's not
says,
lightning.
Got
Yeah.
it. So it's Okay. So then, is there any half damage or no?
Yeah, it
Okay.
is. That would be. It was 23, so half of that would be 11 points of
11.
lightning.
Take it. So his little, he almost has this like mohawk of fur that runs all the way down his back, and you kind of just frazzled that. You know, it's like frenetic. There's a little spot there right in the top of his hunched spine that you've kind of blown away the hair and just left a patch of skin exposed and red and mangled.
Ooh.
His tongue hanging out sideways. As he kind of turns, you see like one eye looking back at you over his shoulder.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
And Mal, I'm so sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
For attacking the heated construct,
yes,
it should take 10 fire damage.
10 fire damage. All right. Yep. So pushing through, not even, and you notice that even though you're doing damage, it doesn't, unlike other creatures, that Ninagu does not react to any pain. You know, it's just you're seeing the wounds open up on him. You see his fingers burning, and he just stays in this frenetic fight. If that is done, if Proxinos is done, then what will happen is he will respond. Ninagu will take another action. And we'll make another swat. We'll attempt to swat away the creature, the Perfuro statue. It needs to just give me a strength saving throw. It doesn't count as an attack.
What is this thing? Strength.
Strength, yeah.
Oh God.
Does it have?
It does, yeah. It's a 15.
It will get thrown 15 feet away and is prone, just straight away from him.
All right.
As this happens, we move to. Now we're moving to Taraxis.
Alrighty. Gonna take the movement just at an angle, just a direct angle towards Yinogu from wherever he is.
So you right here?
Yeah. I don't know if he hits the ground yet, or
yeah. You're like, are you trying to attack, like hover above? Is that basically what you're doing, or?
If I could swoop in behind him, that's what he'd do.
Okay. So you said you were. Now you were. How far are you moving? Because you all were. Well, you all said you're about 100 feet up.
Yeah. So he's not there yet. He's just gonna move the full 30.
Yep.
And when he gets to that 30, sends up a quick prayer to Perforos for the action to cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
And then a rune glows on his body to activate the Hill rune. And that's just gonna save me for later.
Okay.
And for now, that's it. This turn is just going to be getting there and trying not to die on the way.
On the way. All right. So it's flying in. Nagu doesn't respond there. Fitz, I think you're up.
Okie dokie. Fitz is she's going to pull her bow, but she doesn't have an arrow knocked. It's like a spectral, almost starlight arrow, and she's going to fire a psychic lance at Inagu.
Okay.
And that is an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, okay. And this is a spell, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Intelligence save.
Intelligence save of 16.
Okay. $17.
You dumb.
That's okay. You just take half damage.
Okay.
It was 29 points of damage total, so half
Jeez.
that.
All right.
14.
13. So that lance strikes into him, and you can tell he kind of he like roars out. He like feels it, like hits him in the back or like on the shoulder since you're like coming over. And he looks up at you, and he just really like it seems like he wants to like one of his arms like goes to like if he can only like grab Fitz out of the sky. Right, takes that damage. Anything else? Otherwise, we would move to Telmoon.
I am going to use my bonus action to cast Unsettling Words. I'm going to stick my tongue out at him and be like, oh my god, you couldn't even grab me out of the sky. You're such a lame boss monster.
And how high is Fitz right now?
I have to be within 60 feet of him to do that.
So she's within 60 feet. Okay.
Yes. And that is going to take something off of his next saving throw. A D10.
D10 off his next. Okay, so remind me when I make another saving throw, because that's something that I often do, sometimes forget. I'll put a little mark here to hopefully remind myself.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. And as that's happening, right above Yinagu, as he's taking all these pelted, all this damage, and the war's going on, Telmoon sitting on the back. Apodex is taking him one step closer to danger. Is he doing anything?
Yeah, Telmoon not sleepily, but like blearily kind of pushes up to try to get ready for the action. He clocks that interaction and hears his buddy Fitz out here just going out of her way to be a target, and he will pray to Perforos to bless Fitz with Shield of Faith.
Okay.
And as he does that, he will reluctantly draw his actual rapier. I'm like, we'll figure this out later. And he will swipe it across his shield to create a spark and toss a firebolt at Yinagu. That should be a 25 to hit.
It's going to hit.
And that's 21 fire.
It's all right.
And I believe Apo moved the Pegasi already, so no movement.
Yep. All right.
Unless you want to jump.
That would probably take the 17 points of life that I have. I really want to jump, but I feel like my party would be disappointed in me if I did.
We can jump together.
Apple's like, not yet. Like, not yet. We move to, as this is all happening, Telmoon fires us off. I want one of you to roll a D10 for me. Who would you like to make that roll?
Not me, because D10s fuck me up.
Yeah, I will bear this curse.
No.
I got a 5 on my D10, guys.
I got a D10.
God damn it. Go ahead, Nick.
I do too, but I got a 5.
It has to be someone different every turn. So if Nick does do it, he won't be able to do it next turn. So yeah.
I feel like every time he touches a die, I'm like, don't fuck us, Gil.
Yeah.
Fuck this Gil.
And then proceeds to be fucked.
So you already rolled, Troy?
No, I did not. I just saying I have a D10, but I got a 5 last time I did a D10.
All right.
So,
and I fell 50 feet.
So you roll last.
All right. I'm rolling.
Go for it.
7.
He has 2 more than me.
Hey.
That's a lucky number.
All right.
It is.
So what you see from above, all of you are witnessing this, is that as all this is happening in the battle, somewhere in the middle of the fray, Piaxathor's Mellitus men are fighting feverishly, and they lock into their phalanx, and they start to push an entire group of returned towards the edges of the cliff. And the returns start to spill over the side, falling 200 feet to their re-death, going back into death, being sent back into the underworld. as this happens, as Piaxman, what this does is one of the rolls that on that die that make the return do something awful no longer works because the return many of them have spilled over the edge. So if that number is rolled, nothing happens. So good move there, as I will now remove that from the fray here, as it cannot be.
Nick rolled something good.
Yeah.
I was about to say, fuck yeah. Kind of poetic justice too, it being Nick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so if I had time, I would remove more return. But yeah, return are just spilling over the edge, just like in this moment, in the slow motion moment. As that is happening, so let's see, we turn back as these demon-like gnolls, the bigger ones, the ones that don't seem to go down so easy, are rushing around and attacking. As one of them sees an easy pickings on, and goes rushing over to attack a still prone Alcides. The other two, let me see something. Okay. The other one, this one starts like leaps. So literally just leaps straight across, like 40 feet up and like 20 feet over, and lands next to Proxinos and will attack. And the other one pushes its way and literally rips the throat out of the Minotaur that was about to bring its axe down on Leto, throwing him aside and attacking instead. So these three different attacks. Let's start with the one on Alcides.
You can use a reaction to restore balance, so it's not an advantage.
Okay, good stuff. It will be instead, and no advantage. He rolled a 19 to hit. I know that doesn't hit. And let's see. So fighting with, like, literally clawing with claws. That first claw doesn't hit. The second claw, does it only change? Does restore balance work on all the attacks or just one of the rolls?
It's just one.
One. Yep. So the second attack will be an advantage. And that one that still does not hit. And then the third attack is the other claw. Alcides is able to block away the second claw. It scrapes across his shield. It tries to lean down and bite into him for a 20, and that does not hit him. So
you should let me roll these three. I thought you meant one for each, fam. What's going on?
Yeah, those are just bad rolls right now. I got to change out the 20s. All right, so that first one, the second one is striking at Nick or Proxinos.
So you can keep those.
We're about to get fucked up, Nick.
Just punch Nick in the face.
And this creature is literally going reckless, so you have advantage on its attacks. So
me and Nick are about to get full.
23 on the first attack, Nick.
Yeah.
For the fist. Or that second one is gonna miss. And then for the bite, jeez. 16. Does that hit you?
That just my armor
That
class.
just hits. So the bite hits, and the bite will deal 8 piercing damage, and the claw will yield slashing or force. Slashing. I'm thinking of Inagu. That's not right. So you will yield slashing 11. Proxinos. And then the other creature will attack recklessly towards Leto for 18.
That'll hit.
For claw. 21, second claw, and for the bite.
That'll hit.
The bite will not hit. So just 2 claws. 2d10s. 25 slashing.
I'll uncanny dodge that shit.
Okay.
Fuck that noise.
Well, so then that would dodge one of the attacks,
Yeah,
right? So then the second one would be 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then that is all 3 of them.
Oh god, that's brutal.
As this is all happening, who would like to give me a roll, a d6? This is to see if something epic happens at the end of the round before we move into round 2.
I already did my roll, so
Yep. So
I'll do it.
Okay. I have a bunch of D6s. I'm a rogue. Sorry.
You gonna roll it?
I can.
Okay.
That's a 6. I don't know if that's good or not.
All right. And where is my?
Odd was good for us last. I don't know.
I know.
There's no
We're about to
revelation
find
this
out
time.
if events are bad for us, boys and girls.
So as this happens, can you give me another D8 roll? D8.
Fuck. No, I don't want to after that statement.
How many of your allies instant die?
They
4.
all go away.
I got a 4 on that D8 roll.
All right.
I like evens, I guess. Sorry, guys.
And so, as this first round has gone by, suddenly in this moment, you all hear this. You hear that rolling thunder again, even though there are no storm clouds, and it seems like out of nowhere. If you look up, even though it's not night, beyond that like amber sky, a spectral blade whips, a spectral shield whips out of the sky and crashes against the side of the mountain that the war is happening hundreds of feet below, and it scrapes across, and as it does, it starts to blow out huge chunks of rocks and boulders. But most of you are flying, and if you look up Leto, it's not directly under you, it's farther down as those rocks begin to careen down, fall onto the figures below. And as this happens, what you all know is that you can kind of make out the spear and connected to it, the arm connected to it, as Iroas' spear dragging across the side of that mountain rains down huge chunks. As this happens, you all will gain, if you don't have inspiration, you have an inspiration now. You gain 2 Iroas piety, and Yinagu takes, what'd you roll for the radiant? What'd you roll?
I roll for the D8.
Oh, for the D8.
I rolled a 4.
Yinagu takes 4 damage as he looks up to the sky and feels the,
Go cow god.
All right, takes that 4. That is what happens. We are at the top of round 2 here, and Leto, you are up looking up at that, hopefully drawing some inspiration from it.
Yeah, I fucking hate the gods, though. That's the problem. So I will use my bonus action to disengage.
All right.
And I am going to move. Let's see here. I think he's going to move as close. Oh, fuck my life.
If you want to know where you're like literally.
Yeah, no, I'm in that mosh pit right there.
Pit right over there.
I figured I'm in that hellhole. But I'm about to just go to a further, deeper hellhole than that. Oh, I'm pulling a full Ataraxis. Fuck my life. I'm disengaging as my bonus action and getting right behind the Inagu.
Okay. Getting right behind him.
Yep.
Oh.
Sure am.
Right. Oh, dropping Pegasus.
Of course, Mal over here with his animal cruelty.
It's hard to keep him out of the frame. All right. All right. So you see this large, like wolfish tail, right, whipping around as you sneak in, closing the distance behind Yinagu.
This is where I'm really fucking stupid. Just trying to get the dude's attention. Hey there, fucking demigod. you know, I really don't like the original, so you're just gonna piss me off even more. And I'm going to try and stab him at the same time. I'm not flanking, am I?
You're not what?
Am I flanking with anybody?
I don't think we do flanking in this one.
We're
No
right.
flanking.
You're right. No, you're shit. Fuck it.
That and the construct and Alcides have been knocked 15 feet back. So it's just you, bud.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Yep. Checks out.
But if you can get him to make a saving throw, he has a subtract from that.
I don't do any saving throws, unfortunately.
Psych.
That's gonna be a 23. No, 24.
That's gonna
I
hit.
could help if I try to knock him prone. Wait, nope, that's a contested athletics. Damn it.
All right. So this is just a fucking D6 plus my modifier. Awesome. Holy shit, that's a max damage with 11 points.
How much?
11 psychic damage.
Take it. And you kind of like as that power like rips into his skull. Kind of grabs his head with one hand for a second, swings wildly. Doesn't say anything. Okay.
If I ever get his attention, I just flip him the birds.
He slowly turns and looks down at you, and you kind of give him that finger.
I'm gonna regret that. I know it. And I'm just in the back of Leto's mind. He's just like, fucking Teroxes, Apo, anybody, fucking do something, please.
Are you all done?
Yeah, I used my bonus action to disengage, so I got nothing.
All right. I already swatted. Okay. And so, he will use. He turns, looks down on you, Leto, and will kind of with the free hand, that furry claw, give you like that finger back. And then kind of as you see the fingers, it suddenly brings it down and you see his maw coming down to like literally jaws type to bite. It's a 36.
Yeah,
So
that fucking hits.
And then he will do 14 acid damage.
This is a legendary action, right?
Yep.
Yep.
The legendary.
I'm gonna have to take that one. I can't. Nope. I gotta wait for his turn to come up.
And
That
then,
hurt like a motherfucker.
And then it is Inagu's turn. He will He'll move away from you. So if you want opportunity to attack, you can take it.
Nope. Can't do it, unfortunately.
And he kind of backs away and he's just swinging that flail wildly. And so he's doing this with 15 feet, he can attack both prone Alcides and you. For the first attack, he will go towards Leto. Oh man, that's really bad.
It hits, probably.
Yeah, still 22.
Yeah.
And so
I'm just a human.
Hey, so's Alcides. Don't sell yourself short.
You're about to be a bloodstain.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. And by the way, all of these blows for him count as magical. So just in case. Yeah.
Okay. Human. I'm a human rogue. I'm as basic as it can get.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out which one he wants to do here.
Oh, you're a dick. Okay.
You know what? Give me a wisdom saving throw, Leto. As you just hit him with that psychic spell.
Oh boy, so
All
always
right.
paralyzed first.
No problem. Here we go. I heard those dice roll. That's a 19.
Okay, so you're able to, as they strike into you, you don't feel any other effect other than the pure force damage that come from them for 23. And you will take, and then he will swing back towards Alcides on the ground for
Fuck.
34 to hit. And Alcides will need to give me. Okay, we'll do regular damage. No, you don't have to give me anything else. So the first damage is 25 force damage, and then an extra 8 force damage on top of that.
Alrighty.
All right. So just like slamming it, kind of whipping back and forth, looking at them both. He'll take that third one and throw it towards Leto.
Yeah, bring it on.
Gonna hit. It's just, yeah. And this you'll need to give me a Constitution save.
At least I got a number in that fucking category. Okay. That's 21.
So you're okay there. And but as you get hit again and blown back, you'll take 23 points.
Yeah, I'm gonna uncanny dodge that.
Okay. All right. Come here, little one. As Inagu is just taking on anything and everything around him, that will end his turn, pushing us towards Apodexis, who is still right above him.
So Apo is going to hand the reins to Telmun and then drop down the 30 feet on top of Inagu with the flail.
Okay. So you guys came down to a 30 foot?
So he's
flying down. Got it. He's dropping down. Got it. And is he going to try to drop onto him? So give me your. Here's what I'm going to treat this as: is your acrobatics check, and it's going to be based on Inagu's. What you need to beat is Inagu's strength, because I imagine as you land him, he's going to try to like shake you off.
Okay, that's dirty 20.
Okay, so he kind of like lurches as you land on his back. And you're able to stick there, leaping off, turning over the reins to Little Telmun, and landing down. So yep, you're on Inagu's back.
Okay. Now, could he? Because we did get the Erois points. Could he use that now? Piety.
He could.
Okay, then he's going to use a compelled duel on Inago.
Okay, and then the saving throw I need to make is what again?
That is going to be wisdom.
Okay.
Is that a saving throw you're making?
Yeah, so it's what, a D10 minus to it, right?
Yeah, would you like me to roll that for you?
Yes, go ahead.
Please subtract 8 from your roll.
Okay. So Inagu will fail. And compel duel would force him again to attack only Apodexis, correct?
That is correct.
And he will automatically pass as he shakes it off once. No, get off my back, weakling. You are not worth my time. All right, so he has used resistance there. Now you're still his back? Yeah. Or
so that would count as bonus action or full action for using that?
Compel duel.
Compels an action.
An action.
Paladins. Yeah.
Yep. So I
It's
think
a, it's a
It's a bonus.
It's a
It's a
bonus
bonus?
action.
Okay, so then I
Yeah,
still have
so-
my attacks.
Oh yeah.
Right, OS. Yeah,
Okay.
you still get your tax.
You still get
Okay.
your tax.
So he's gonna try and use the flail. So that is gonna be
Ooh, he's pulling out
Nikki.
the.
Did you get the to hit for that? Because I didn't. I don't think. I know I have
It's
the
a
damage
wi-
for it.
I wrote down wisdom save of 12.
Well, is it a magic
then it's
item that
a-
has a plus to hit, or is it just
Yeah.
straight
What do you
is?
think, Mal? Like a +1, +2, +3? What do you think for this thing?
Wait, what do we
Plus
say?
one?
Tell me what we're saying.
For the flail.
It
Uh,
said I wrote down a
Versus
D10
strength.
plus strength.
Oh, let me take a look. So based on when you took it from a creature, I'm gonna
Yeah, it's
roll
the general's flail that we killed.
it's a +1.
Okay.
It's a +1.
So that's gonna be 19.
That's gonna miss.
Okay.
It's like you don't even miss. You're just like beating on the top of his hide, and it's like like the flail is like landing in the skin, but he's not reacting to it.
Then we'll do one last. That's gonna be 21.
That hits.
All right, whoa, okay, so now it's the D10 for the damage, right? And do I get to decide which one I'm using for this?
That's a good. I'll let you decide.
So then this is going to be the pain. So that's going to be the D10 plus 4d10.
Okay.
That's going to be 7, and then I need 40. One, two, oof, not good. That's gonna be 14, and then it's 19.
19 damage or
19
19.
damage for the pain.
Take it. That seems to hurt as he tries to lurch and tries to get you off his back. And
that's all I got.
damn it. And let's see. I did. Okay. I think you got me there. A nice hit. I need one of you to roll a d4.
I'll
take
do
it.
the thing.
Oh,
or
never
anyone
mind.
do
I
the
yield. I yield.
1d4 rolling. It's a 4.
It's a 4.
Awesome.
All right.
If there's a follow-up.
The follow-up is that I'd like one of you to
Hold off on
roll
that
another
follow-up.
d4. This d4 is to decide one of two. So 1 and 2 will target one person. 2, 3, and 4 will target someone else.
Oh
Would you like to roll that d4?
Yeah, I'll do those.
All right. I'll tell you the targets. 1 is
No,
Telmoon's Pegasus. So 1 and 2 is Pegasus, and 3 and 4
I
is
mean-
Fifth's Pegasus.
So my Pegasus or the one I'm currently riding? Because my
The
Pegasus.
one,
is
no, the
technically
one
up
you're
on
the
that
one
hill.
you're riding. The one you're
Okay.
riding.
Yeah, his is
the
up on that
loner.
hill, just chilling. Like,
Doing what Telmoon should
you got
be
a
doing
2?
right now.
All right. I need a dex save from you, Telmoon.
The
Telmoon
save
is-
is from Telmoon, not from the Pegasi.
It's from you, yeah, because you guys have kind of. I realize you guys have gotten really good with your animal handling. I imagine. Well, you haven't been really You haven't. No, you had your own Pegasus. So yeah, I'll take your regular deck save.
That is. Sorry, I'm using that stupid D&D Beyond app on my phone, and you guys know I don't know how to navigate that thing. That's a 18.
That will fail.
Ooh.
As somewhere beyond the Nyx, similar to watching that spear scrape along the mountain in the Nyx as Mogus and Iroas are locked in battle, Mogus's tail whips out of the sky, the spectral tail, and slams like a rock into the side of the Pegasus. And you can take this, or the Pegasus can take it, doing only 15 points of force damage to the and
Pegasus.
on the failed, the Pegasus plummets towards the earth. I need another deck save. So you're falling out of the sky right now. And how high up were you? You were 30
I
foot.
think Apo said we were 30
feet
above
up.
Yanagu.
Okay. Yeah, 30 above Yanagu. Okay.
That's a little higher that time. That's a 21.
Okay, so you are able to land upright without going prone somewhere around within 10 feet of where you were. So if you want to be somewhere around here, but you are on the ground right now, 10 feet within Inagu's striking range right now.
And where is Noname?
Which one is Noname? Oh,
the one that you just smacked the mess out the sky.
Basically, I'm trying to. You can put yourself anywhere, write yourself anywhere within
like,
10 feet of where you were.
Is Noname on the ground next to me, or
No. You're on. Yeah, you're on the horse. You both fell out the sky.
Okay.
You were able to land it without spilling and taking.
I wasn't sure if I just got smacked out the sky. Noname was still up there.
No, Noname's still up. Noname's with you. Noname's what got smacked. You just went with Noname.
Yeah, and Noname's definitely taking that damage because I don't care about Noname.
You went for the ride. You held on for that 8 seconds.
Fitz sees this and realizes can see in the sky, and every now and then the gods, almost like beyond that veil, it's not nighttime, so they're still hard to see, but you kind of realize the gods are literally fighting in and around you. Their forces are moving through the air almost like ghosts. And seeing that happen to Tell Moon, realizing that it could happen to her and Sparkle. At that moment, we will crash the black, take a 5-minute break as we down Tell Moon, and we'll pick up right from there.
Oh.
I know darn well I'm about to make Noname take this opportunity attack and get up out of here.
I was just thinking, Tell Moon's not on his
horse.
Pegasus. He's less concerned with their health and safety.
I am diving. I am using Noname as a shield. How much of AC does Noname add to me if I use Noname just as a shield?
Why do you keep saying Noname?
Up to 3/4 or full cover, I guess.
Do it, Malcolm.
Nope.
Hit the horse, Malcolm. Do it.
Someone's gonna be like, "Come on, look, we got lunch right here."
I'm about to give you up.
We can even break out the mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're using the horse, but Yanagu is close enough, at what point does the horse just become like a handhold to grab you as well?
Well, he doesn't have to be on it. He just has he can lift the wing.
Yeah. I'm hiding behind the horse and the horse gonna get crushed, and then Tell Moon's gonna jump over the mace or the maul and stab him. Heroically, yes.
I'm gonna need someone to come down on the ground and help my ass out.
This ain't my horse. I'm on the ground, but I also have 17 HP.
I'm starting to look like Doom Guy when he gets fucked up real bad.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know if I'm the best candidate to move to you, but I could try. I don't have anything that'll save you, though. That's my problem.
If it's a deck save, fucking throw it. I can at least take half damage.
Well, I'm saying I don't physically I'm weak, and I don't have anything that can move you. So unless you're gonna get on Noname and fly off, that's really all I can do.
Dude, I left my Pegasus up at the top of the cliff.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
Maybe you showed it some sort of love and affection, and now it prefers you over me. on your one night.
It's okay. I petted it like twice.
It won't stop following you. You don't know why.
Leave me alone. Oh god, I'm so fucked. I'm gonna die. I'm so gonna fucking
has
die.
26. Naname has 26 hit points right
I
now.
have 3 less than Noname.
Don't
I
worry,
have
guys. I got
17.
you.
I swear to God, Nick, if you give me 2 HP and a fucking
And the fucked up
temporary
part about it
HP,
is that one fucking temp HP is just going to replace the temp HP I have now. So it's
Yeah.
really only going to be one healing.
Better
ugh.
than none.
No, at this point, I kind of no. None's good.
So I'm saying, as long as he doesn't hit me for my max damage on top of the damage that takes me to 0, I should be all right.
Yeah.
I was trying to like get his attention so he would fuck me up and not anyone else, like the paladin.
Well, he started to. You got what you looking for.
I was kind of hoping badass Taroxys would fly in and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna show you what's up."
I'm
I mean,
working
he's on his
it.
way.
You gotta
You
give him
just
some
acted a little
time.
early.
Yeah. Even
have
if
it
he
all planned
dashed
out.
this round, if he was 100 feet away, he would still be 10 feet away.
You know,
Well,
the
you
thing
know,
is,
Rizu-
like, I said
Yanogu
100
moved back
feet.
10 feet. So
Oh,
I think it
fuck.
should be okay.
Okay.
Like, I said I was 100 feet away. Y'all didn't have to say y'all were 100 feet
Yeah,
away.
but Mal just kind of accepted it as everybody was 100 feet. I mean, I
Yeah.
think 100 feet's generous. Like, if not, the archers are just raking our Pegasi
Oh,
as we
God,
fly.
Just
Yeah.
So outside of basic bow range, what is that? 80?
yeah.
Yeah,
For a
so,
short
I
bow.
mean, I think 100 makes sense.
And my
Longbow's what?
Pegasi aren't even here.
120, I think.
120? Yeah.
I wonder if Alcides' booze cruiser is flying his Pegasi drunk again.
I don't know, but we're gonna need some heavy hitters here in the near future.
I've got it all planned out. I'm going to activate my Giant's Might, land, and then tell him to pick on someone his own size. I've got it all ready.
I got 3 smites with his name on it if I can hit.
Yeah, I am just trying to make him burn his legendary resistances.
I'm just hoping he's a fiend. That's an extra D8 per smite.
Yeah,
That's
possible.
more smite per smite.
Thankfully, he did burn one of his resistances on the
Yeah,
Impel
yeah.
Duel.
yeah.
Can he use that? I don't think he can use a legendary resistance on a contested athletics, though. So
No,
I
he
can
can't.
So I can still just knock him prone, and then we all can all crit his ass.
It's a big maybe because contesting his strength is one of those categories
a
that I
l-
like to call you can certainly try.
Yeah, he has at least a plus like 15 to his strength or his athletics.
Well,
Like,
I've got
he's a demigod.
Yeah, if you want to do it, do it. Just be prepared because it's going to be a rough DC.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, how do I not get this Pegasus killed?
Don't worry about it.
Well, you just let me take care of it. I'll
You
heal
fly it
Max.
up.
Wait, did Apo move the Pegasus?
No.
Okay, because if he didn't, then I was like, because if he did, then I can't do anything. The Pegasus
Did you
has
guys-
to stay still.
Because he moved it 90 feet last turn, which made it 30 feet above them.
Oh,
He just-
okay, yeah.
He just dropped 30 fucking feet to
And
compel
then
him.
we had involuntary movement to the floor, so that's not
Yeah.
our fault.
No. So you can literally move that horse bird on your turn easily.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, and she happens to be inside of the reach of Yanagu right now.
mhm.
So I'm
Hear
just
me
waiting
out.
for that flail.
There is.
I think you're asking the wrong question. What you should be asking is how much can we get for it at the glue factory afterwards?
Mm-mm. I
My
ain't
plan-
do that damn
My
right.
plan was to kill all the Pegasi just in case we lose, because I'm not giving that damn Hellion follower a Pegasus.
That was where I was going with that line of thought earlier. We can't give them anything if they all happen to die. But I do want
know.
a ship. I think taking a ship would be worth.
Don't
the
we already
adventure.
have one?
We have free rides. Well, I mean,
we have a
I mean,
contracted
Proxenos
ship
pays
with
for it with his
Proxenos'
body.
lover, but that may or may not be available depending on her actual
that still kind of
having to go do
counts.
things.
I mean, I won't say no to more ships.
He'll come back and be like, "Hey, baby, what's up?"
Proxenos is just gonna come and bring her a second ship.
He could be Commodore Ithasa instead of Captain.
There we go.
Yeah.
Fuck, start getting her own fleet.
I mean, you may have a boat, but do you know how to use it?
She does. We
Yeah,
don't.
She
I'm actually a
definitely does.
sailor, so if you want to make me captain, that's fine.
I'm pretty sure it comes with a crew, though. If it doesn't, we'll just kidnap some.
See, that's how he finessed y'all. Is you just get the ship, you don't get the crew.
That will not stop us from trying to sail it.
Yeah.
Now you
Sailing
just
it
show him
poorly.
like, all right, here's the maiden voyage. We're sending it straight to the bottom of the bay.
Yeah,
Sink it.
DM, did we negotiate a crew?
I just came in on the tail end of that, and I don't think you negotiated a crew.
Yeah.
That said, you all are rich enough to afford a crew.
We are. There's got to be like a pirate ship or something that we can just destroy and abduct a crew from. Like, I don't understand.
I love how you would rather do that than just hire one in Mellitus.
100%. When we were in,
you have to look over your back
doing the
every
same
night,
thing.
wondering if this crew at some point is going to mutiny and turn on you, than just paying people the appropriate wage to sail.
Like, I might be a little out of it today, but I feel like there was a whole argument between whether we were going to jump a pirate ship or actually pay Thassa.
You also have
to
Thassa
take us the
too.
first time.
Yeah, Thassa's always around.
Like, even back then, abducting pirate ship was high
But this
on
would be
our-
their own ship, maybe. Yeah. I mean,
That's
maybe
what we were
negotiating.
do.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna hijack the pirate ship.
I'm not
Hear
saying
me
you
out.
can't. I'm up for a hijacking of a pirate ship if that's what you all want to do.
You think we're scared of pirates?
I don't think you're scared of pirates. I'm saying you got enough money with no need to take a pirate ship.
Yeah.
And it would be funny that here's the fun, because what I think is funny is that you would have to subdue and pretty much almost enslave that crew. I mean, or make them
100%.
work for you.
Yeah.
And how
Yes.
long will that work? Like, how long?
What
does
if-
that-
As long as they value their lives.
What if
As long as
they're
I stay
just
on.
they're Bronze Bullies super fans and they're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, we could work for
Oh.
you. That we need to have a contest in town.
You
And
could
then
put out
that's-
looking for
Yeah.
sailors, looking for bronze police sailors.
Looking for dedicated bullies, no age
Mhm.
requirement.
Think of the exposure.
No age required.
That's a hell of
We're gonna
an
get a bunch
advertisement.
of fucking 8-year-olds.
Are you
With just
seeking
action
adventure?
figures showing up.
It's nuts.
On job
Do
experience.
you want to be immortalized for all of eternity?
And
Do
so
you
hear
value
me
your
out.
life very little? Are you
We
willing
get-
to be cannon fodder?
We get metal tubes, we weld them onto the ships, and then we conscript flame speakers so that we've got Byzantine napalm cannons on our triremes.
There was a moment there where I
Yes.
was like, why are we welding the children to the metal tubes? This doesn't make sense. But I understand that's a different conversation now.
I mean, look,
I'm talking Greek fire, homemade Greek fire.
Oh, man. We'll pull a little Tyrion, huh?
Oh.
All right, so
did we already do our apology to Nikki's mom? We're sorry, Nikki's
Not
mom.
yet.
No, Mal's going to be the one who apologizes as he has to brutally describe crushing this horse's skull. That's going to be all Mal.
it's true.
It's true. We will hear
Oh,
about this when she gets to
Jesus.
this episode.
Undamaged animal on the table? Not for long.
All right.
I said it. If the Pegasi do die, we use their bodies as horse jerky. It's fine. Like Bronze Bullies specialty.
So one
We're
of the
resourceful, you know.
So Yunagu, after Leto went, Yunagu went a bit at Leto. Yeah, okay. And then, so we're at one of the horse just got, Noname got knocked out of the sky. Telmoon was able to land, still riding the steed. This puts us camera panning around to push in on Persis.
That's sooner than I expected.
If I'm not mistaken, you're right.
Yeah.
Right. You're right after Appledex is correct. Oh no. So wait, did Appledex go? Yeah.
Alcides? Or
Alcides. I'm sorry, I skipped Alcides. Alcides, you are up. I'm so sorry because I added you in here as you're added because you're not in my campaign. So yeah, my visually it was very easy for me to. So Alcides, you are actually up.
Alrighty, so use half my movement to stand up.
Yep. And so in front of you, you got one of those. Of course, Ninagu's within an earshot of you, and then you've got one of his like demon gnolls that is large. You know, not like a normal one at all, but one of the ones that is that was attacking you while you were down right in front of you.
He's a small fry that can be handled later. I'm going right after Yinago. So I got so I can move 40 feet between him and.
Yep. He will try to claw swipe at you as you move away. For a dirty 20 that does not hit you. Ching, scraping against tearing at your little red cloth as it moves in slow motion as you leap over dead bodies towards Yunagu. You're up.
I'm gonna go between Inigo and Leto.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And roll 3 attacks. Lowest one is a dirty 20.
That hits.
Alright, so that means all 3 hit.
Okay.
And for the first attack, I'm going to drop a first level smite.
Okay.
And is Yinagao considered a fiend or undead?
Considered fiend.
Okay, so that's going to be 3d8 radiant.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so now I'm going to drop another smite for the second one. Also at first level.
Okay.
Then not do the third attack until after my bonus action.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no, never mind. So yeah, just 2 smites and then 3 weapon attacks. So just the weapons is 16 plus 21. 16, 21. Can't do math right now. 37.
Mm-hmm.
Then the additional smite damage. That'll be 21 for the first. And 19 for the second. And then as my bonus action, my inspiring smite, which just spend a bonus action after using any smite. I gain 16 plus. God, I hate the phone. Plus 9, 16 plus 9, so that's 25 temporary hit points.
To you, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Or it can be divided amongst any amount of creatures.
Okay, so how are you? Are you just putting them on yourself?
Correct, because I currently don't know anyone here.
As you do this, whether this drops, Yinagu or not, that is a hell of a lot of damage to do in a short time there. Can you describe what that flurry of blows looked like as we saw that?
Just kind of running around, blocking with the shield and slashing with the sword.
Yeah, so all of you see this, even as Tyrannica is doing her best to fight back and kind of keep Yinagu's forces at bay. There's this one standout kind of soldier who is like slides in across and cuts Achilles' heel. Yinagu goes down on one leg, stabs into his like forearm. As he reels back, he pulls that blade out, then rushes in and cuts him in his lower abdomen. Every one of these blades, slashing with this radiant light. And whoever he is, you are glad to have him there. And Yinagu staggers back, just kind of spilling ichor from his stomach, and collapses down on one knee, haggard, his tongue hanging out the side of his mouth, and begins to breathe. And heavily, you can hear like the sound of the other gnolls around him laughing at this, even though he looks like he's on his deathbed. And this savage creature before you does not resemble anything worthy of Demon Lord if he's already haggard. But then this creature is suddenly, you start to see him standing up, and you start to realize he's closer to a force of nature, a pure, unadulterated avatar of destruction. And even the strongest beasts bleed, and Yinagu is no exception. His black ichor stains the ground of the cliffside. And however, you realize something has escaped your notice, like his blood is moving, slowly slithering back onto his fur. The more carnage you cause, the quicker the process, and you realize that eventually his matting is becoming heavy and weighed down like an armor on top of him, only serving to anger the demon further. And he grabs at his chest. Yinagu has a solution for this, and he tears at his chest and starts to rip it. And as he rips back, he starts in gore splattering across the shield and the face of Alcides as Yinagu, the demon lord, pulls his skin off, emerging like a butterfly from this gore-covered cocoon, faster, angrier, meaner. The fiend has found his second wind. He is in his mythic form. All right. So in that, does that end your turn, Alcides?
Yep.
All right. And so as that happens, Yinagu will use a mythic action. He will call out Alcides. You see him, he goes, "You go in my belly." And so literally what he looks like now, the miniatures are still the same, but he looks like meat and muscle, holding a flail. He's a pulpy and just literally like he's a titan, but just bleeding, covered in his own blood, bits of stuff chunks. And he calls out, and he has no skin on his teeth, just like you see raw teeth. And he roars out, and Alcides, you know that the next strike against you, because of his call out, his legendary action, is an automatic critical if it hits you. And we move on. So that's his legendary, is to call Alcides out. Apple, you are up.
Yeah, he's gonna hit him with the flail. So that is 30-20.
That will hit.
Oh, thank God. All right. Now for all those lovely D10s. It's...
I'm just glad I got some hit points.
All right, so that's 10, 16, 23.
23 damage.
23 damage.
You'll take it. And you're striking with what again?
The flail.
The flail. So yeah, that is the magical is doing. And which one of did you do? One of the
That was the
abilities
pain.
only? The pain one. So that's why you got more
Yeah.
damage in there. As he kind of like trickles. As he like rolls back as you're swinging back on his back. He will. Is that end your turn?
He has one more attack.
Okay.
So I'll try the flail again.
Yep.
It's 18.
That will miss.
That's gonna miss. And then that's all I got. I'm still holding on for dear life.
At this moment, I need you to give me as you slam in his back. He tries to swat you away just by shaking you off, trying to with his force of his spine. Give me a strength saving throw.
Oh my God, lovely. Dirty 20.
Nice. That will not keep you on his back, for it is a 24 that you need to pass.
Wait. He gets
Nope.
that +4 from
Okay.
my Paladin aura.
So give me a D4.
No,
Oh,
not a
just
D4,
+4.
+4.
Oh,
So
plus
does the
4.
24
oh,
pass?
24 passes.
24
So
passes.
you are to stay on.
You're like,
Okay.
yeah!
All right, you are still on Yinagu's back here. The prince, the demon prince lord that is here from the underworld. From
You also get an
Someone.
extra 10 movement speed if you start your turn within my Paladin aura.
Ooh, nice. I don't think I'm going anywhere off the back of them.
Know what oath you took.
All right, as this is happening, Apodex is we move to I'm sorry, that was Alcides is gone, right? So then I think we're at Persis then, right? So Alcides was the last person to go, so then we're at Persis.
Okay.
Who's right above, who's
Yeah,
up there with Fitz.
with Fitz. And Leto looks like he's about to die, or is just worried.
Oh, Leto, yeah, well you can tell them how you feeling.
Oh, Leto looking bloody as fuck. I mean, he's bleeding from mouth, eyes, ears, nose, all places, and broken ribs probably.
Okay.
He's hurting bad.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say to Fitz, he needs help. I need to get him closer.
Let's go, however close you need. I just hold the reins tight and I will steer wherever you need.
Okay.
All right, so you're getting closer. How close? What are we doing?
Gonna get within 30 feet of Leto.
Okay, so that means you'd be like right 30 feet above, like right around
Yeah.
here. Okay. I'll put you here, and even though I know you're 30 feet up.
All right.
Okay. Leto's right there. Yeah.
I'm using a distance spell and 3rd level cure wounds for Leto. Okay, good rolls apparently. That is when I add my spellcasting modifier. Okay. Okay, that's 24 hit points.
That hits.
God,
I mean, that gives him 24 back, so I don't know why I'm saying that.
20,
hits.
yeah, it's 24 for Leto.
Not expecting that number.
Yeah, good rolls.
That's a big number.
That
Yeah,
24
that's a
hits
good
Leto
one.
like a pile of bricks.
Yeah.
It's like getting a med kit in a video game.
That's the action, and shit. I don't think I can use another meta magic this turn. So that's it.
You
but then
can.
Hmm?
You just can't use multiple on the same spell.
On the same spell. Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to quicken something, you can.
I might as well. Let's quicken good old Eldritch Blast and hit Yanagu.
Hey,
Yeah. Oh, that's a miss. Ooh. I think 14 is going to miss it, right?
that's gonna miss.
Yeah. Oh, whiffing all of those.
It is worth the shots.
Yeah, it's worth it. But yeah, so we're hovering there, and end of my turn, the construct is going to get up. Did you say how far it got pushed back?
15 feet. So
Oh.
yeah,
So uses its whole movement to get back into range of Yanagu, and is going to attack it again with the hammer.
Okay.
Ooh, 15 to hit.
That will miss. Yagu seems to move a bit quicker now. Like,
Yeah,
um,
I need to put my dice in jail as the construct whiffs both of the hits with the hammer, and that's my turn.
as all of this is happening, Yanagu will respond with a legendary action
Mhm.
and bite at Alcides as Leto is being healed, scoring a 28 to hit and doing 32 acid damage with it being a crit.
It's a good thing you got those temporary hit points.
Yep.
You're keeping on the haste, right?
Oh, yep. I'm gonna use my inspiration. Wait, no, inspiration is given. Okay, I'm gonna roll my con save. 19 plus.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh no, because my con modifier also matters, so that'll be a 25.
Yeah, but I mean, you were already good at 19, so you did.
Yeah.
Okay. So not using my inspiration.
All right, this moving us to Proxinos.
Okay. Well, a big move coming out here as in a 30-foot sphere, so getting everyone 30 feet around. So I'm trying to get Talmoon, No Way.
He's
Not
getting
No Way. I'm getting him.
You mean Noname?
Yes, Noname, Leto, Apo, myself, and this very strong and valiant Acroian soldier that's holding his own. As he casts a 5th level Mass Cure Wounds.
The fuck? I don't know what I did.
All right, we're all getting one.
Oh!
I swear to God. that better be-
27 points of healing.
I'm
Because he added the
sorry.
horse.
Hold on.
It's
Yeah.
only because he added the horse.
Yeah, you know why I did it. That was all. I was 2 off of max heal.
Nice.
Oh,
When the horses are involved, Proximus answers the call.
right. Where the fuck is Maximus when we need him to
Calling
get
poor
fucked
Minimus'
up?
name.
This is a pair going out to Minimus.
My God,
Pour
that
one
brought me
out for your
to
homies.
that restored me to full health.
I'm almost at full with between the 2 healings. Holy shit.
I am now at 44 hit points. Thank you.
Nice.
As this white mist just surrounds you as your wounds slowly close. And Proxenos, you see him falling back as he looks like he's about to pass out. And you see him disappear as he teleports 60 feet higher on the cliffs.
Nice. Okay, so he's just
On
60
the
feet higher.
on the other side, more to
Mhm.
the where like fits, yeah. And that is my turn. You're muted? I don't hear you, Malcolm.
Okay, back. I should
There
be
you go.
back.
Yeah.
All right. Reaching over, up tap the mic. So Yinagu's head careens, seeing all of you. You can tell that you guys are getting life back all around him, and he looks at the horse flying above, like at a distance. Fitz with Persis on the back. Do not think that I have forgotten you, little one. You will be last. And he then uses mythic actions here, because at this point, if you're wondering why he's able to do multiple things. He has both mythic and legendary now. So he will make a flail attack against 3 of you. One against Telmoon, one against Leto, and one against Apple. 26 to Apple, 24 to Telmoon, and a 23 to Leto.
I
hit.
wish that didn't hit me, but it does.
And then that flail will do.
Bitch.
Who all has the shields of faith?
Shield of Faith was on
Feroxy's.
Faith.
And
Or
Fitz.
no, mine is on Fitz, yeah. Not anymore though.
All right, give me the
So,
damage, Mal.
24 to Apple.
Could you make Noname take
21 to Telmoon.
Interesting. Can I make Noname
You
take it?
you cannot on this because he's swinging directly for Telmoon. It's not a ranged attack.
You're gonna barrel roll in midair?
Hell yeah.
And a 21 force damage to Leto. As he's swinging. It's all like, and
cool though. It's cool.
I'd like a wisdom save from Telmoon and a constitution save from Leto. And Apple, you're just going to take another 2d12.
Yeah, sorry, Nikki. The Shield of Faith drops.
Another 7
okay.
points, Apple, I roll.
Okay, that's not bad.
Dirty 20 for my con save?
For the con save. Okay. Now you're good. And
This bullshit. You said a wisdom save?
a wisdom save.
That's a nat 19 for an 18.
Okay. You're good as well. You
For
took
an
the damage.
18.
For an 18.
What?
And you are good.
I don't know if
You're
y'all know
taking
this.
ASI.
Telmoon's probably not the most wise.
Take an ASI and boost up your wisdom.
Only Dex.
Proxinos went last, correct? So that puts us at Teroxys. Yep.
Fuck him up.
So
I need your help,
arriving
bro.
fashionably late. I'm gonna get there somehow. I'm gonna, if I need to dash, I'll go ahead and take my action to dash in like a diving line.
Yeah. Because you only came like 30 feet in and then you were like above. So you're dashing in. And well, because what did we say the flying speed is for your wings? Did I give you?
Don't remember if it was ever clarified. I think we've just been using the walking
Just
speed.
using your walking speed in the air. I'm going to leave it that way because I think Teroxys is very heavy. So I don't think he's a very
going by
fast
flying
flyer.
broom rules, that probably makes sense. Too.
He's just kind of like, he's like gliding in like ever so slowly. So if he dashes 60 out, that gets him there, like within striking, distance. But of course, he's dashing, so he's getting there finally. Hammer in hand of Perforos.
My thing is, because I think you said Yunogu moved like 10 feet back, so if I could have just gotten enough room to get on the other side of him.
Which side of him?
The one he's facing, the backside where everyone else is.
You want to be right here?
Yeah.
I'll allow that. Yep, that's fine.
And so, as a bonus action, he
the
activates his
Knicks.
Giant's Might and
Oh, we're
drops
so fucked.
in front of Yunogu.
Please feel
Uh-oh.
free to use anything.
You got a
that
big
has
version
fire.
of him with the wings?
And so, once Taroxys drops down in front of Yunogu in his large form, it's time to pick on someone your own size, you fugly mongrel meat sack, as he uses his action surge to raise the hammer of Perforos and light him up with 3 attacks.
Okay. Nice.
That first one is going to be a 21 to hit.
Yep, 21 is going to hit.
All right. That's going to be 14 bludgeoning
Okay.
and
Take that. Slam hits him in the jaw. His head cranes back.
21 fire.
Jeez. All right.
The second strike is, of course, not going to hit. That's a nat 1.
All right.
The hammer of Perforos breaks.
But I have a third attack,
But wait, there's more.
which is going to be a 31 to hit.
Fucking Lord. That has to be a
Jeez.
crit.
It's a 19.
19
Oh,
damage.
Jeez.
Well, no, that's a 19 to hit.
19 to hit. That hits.
So that's going to be, hold on, because I'm going to apply the Giant's Might's actual damage boost to this one. This one's going to be 13 plus 2, so 15 bludgeoning, and then another 3d10 fire, which comes out to 18 fire.
18. You take it. That's all of you. Just slamming this hammer against his jaw, side of his face.
And then for funsies,
Okay.
I have the Crusher feat, and when I hit a creature with an attack that deals bludgeoning damage, I can move it 5 feet into an unoccupied space, but there's no one behind him, provided he's no larger than one size larger than me. And since I'm large, even if he was huge, I could still move him back 5 feet.
He's huge, but you can move him. Yeah. So 5
Everyone-
feet back.
5 feet into the
Yep.
air so he has a chance to be dropped prone.
Oh, no, I pushed him back towards the cliff.
Push him back.
Very,
towards
very
the cliff.
clearly got up in his face and beat him back towards the cliff.
Okay.
And that's what I've got.
Wait, the cliff that drops or the cliff that has the wall?
The cliff that drops.
Okay, so you're just
He's
moving
pushed
him
him
away
to the
from
edge.
us.
That's
Okay,
good
okay.
to
He's
know,
pushed
so
him
I can
towards
jump
the edge.
off.
And so just so you all realize, that's a ton of damage you guys dealing. But one thing you're realizing is you're cutting into like his softer. The flesh is still like this guy has no skin, but you're literally slashing into like meat, and it still feels very tough. The tendons and the way they move. But one thing you realize is that your damage, your magical damage, is he's resistant to it now. So just to know. But you're pecking away at him. Let's see. All right, so that's Taroxys still came in with a bang. Good bang there. He gets pushed back. He slides in the dirt. He almost has to like drop his flail, but he uses that one claw to kind of like slide back. A worthy opponent you all are. As he's looking around, we move from Taroxys to Fitz.
Fitz is going to pull the bow and shoot another psychic lance.
All right.
Like
Another. That's is an intelligence save? Is that what it was?
actually, can I bonus action first?
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to unsettling words him
Okay.
and say like, hey, stupid head, look over here. And I'm gonna try and shoot him in the eye when he looks over at me.
Okay, and that's gonna take whether he gets a minus the D10 off of the saving throw roll. All right.
So take 6 off of your roll.
All right. So he got a 22 on his roll, so 6. So that puts him at
exactly 16. What the hell? So
Okay.
mean.
That's not her DC, is it?
It's her spell DC, yeah.
So he's still
Takes half damage.
Takes
so
half.
Fuck you.
I just have to make sure I'm grabbing the right.
Pretty sure he's taking half from everything now.
Yeah, so he's probably taking quarter damage on these spells we're throwing at him.
What I'll say is, so far, what it looks like is anything that is melee base, piercing, slashing, that he's taking half from.
Oh, he ain't taking half from me then.
Yeah, I'm dealing pure radiant. Go Sunblade.
But magical. Yeah, so yes, that's right. That's pure radiant. So that would be different. Yep.
This was 23 psychic damage total.
Okay.
So 11.
So
yeah,
so 11. We'll take it. So he's starting to look pretty rough. Like you can tell that he's fighting frantically to kind of get a hold of this situation, but not looking like he's about to keel over any minute. But he's, you guys are hurting him.
And that will be my turn.
Fitz does that. Let's see. We move to Moon.
Cool. Tell Moon, if I use my action to disengage, can Noname move without getting slapped? It's really my movement.
Using your action to disengage. Yes.
Because she doesn't get an action, so I can't really tell Noname to do it. Okay, yeah. We get Noname the hell out of here, but she's going to drop me off up on them big rocks before she does it.
And how far up are the rocks are you dropping off as high as where Nick
just where she can reach. She's supposed to book it over.
Because pretty much this is like Nick is like at 60 feet up. You guys are talking about here is like maybe 30 feet.
It wouldn't matter. I just need to be within 120 feet of Yanagu, so it wouldn't matter. Just drop me on a rock that looks like I can stand on it. Yep. There we go.
Then you're sending Noname up to the sky.
Noname, get out of here. Noname out here getting knocked out. I will use a bonus action,
and actually, what I have done with the Pegasus is what I've done is I've tied. The reason that's fine is because I've tied them to your turn. So if you're sending Name away, then she goes right after you, which is just flying straight up, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points to quicken my own lance. So you see Telmoon using his rapier like a sprinkler or a sparkler to try to draw out a lance, but this time you don't really see it. It's just distorted space. Normally he wraps it in fire, but can't be cool this time. But I do need an intelligence saving throw from Big Ugly.
21.
All right, he will take 32 damage, half to 16 psychic. Right. And that's Telmoon's turn.
All right, so everybody's kind of beating on him here. I need one of you to give me a D10 roll.
I don't think I've made a roll.
Actually, I'm sorry. Things have changed since last round. I need a D8.
I'll do it.
There are certain options that are no longer on the.
There we go.
So Renee did it. Okay.
That's a 7.
It's a 7. Okay. So the Lukos wolves or the Akroans that are surrounding Yinagu are fervently helping you all, like striking kind of close in around him in a it's not really a phalanx, but like they just kind of create this circular, locking the shields and start to stab forward. And as some of them like stab into him, they don't do as much damage as they feel like they are distracting the butcher from gaining his true potential in the battle. And so on his next turn, he will lose one of his legendary actions.
Take it.
All right, so he's lost. So turn 2, he's already down one legendary action. That's all right. Good stuff. You guys are rolling high on those. So then that one will be removed. So now going forward, you're looking at a D6 on next turn. As this happens, we kick into the demon gnolls that are all around. One of them kind of yelping and leaping into the fray. One of them will leap kind of goes running and leaps over to grab Apple and get him off the back of his lord. Because they can leap like this, they just kind of like almost like gorilla, they just launch off the ground. We're gonna treat it as a grapple, so we're gonna do a strength chest, athletics check. Oh shit!
It was too eager.
What'd you get? 8?
23.
23. Oh yeah. So you like duck as he flies right over your head, landing on the other side, standing right in front of Leto. Though it just goes into attack mode on a Leto because it just used its leap.
God damn it!
It smells the human.
Nat 20 for
Uncanny dodge that.
27. Okay.
Oh,
Leto
that doesn't
can't
hit
catch
at
a
all.
break.
That doesn't hit at fucking all, Malcolm. What are you talking
All
about?
right, doesn't hit?
20? Yeah. I'm uncanny
He's kinda
dodging
catching
it though.
all of the.
All right. So
Catching
then
all
Can I silvery barbs that natural 20?
If you're close
Ooh.
enough, yeah, I think
Swear
you
to
are.
God.
you are right. You're 30 feet above because you're flying 30 feet above the ground,
I
right?
fucking
So
love you, Fitz.
Yeah.
yes, you can.
Yeah.
You can.
I would like to force you to take a new roll and take the
All
lower
right.
one.
It will get a 24, but it will not be a nat 20.
I'm gonna also give what's the other piece of this? I can give
Advantage.
someone advantage. So I'm gonna give Leto the advantage.
Oh God, I love you, Fitz.
Ooh.
He's taking the
24
advantage.
still fucking hits.
Still hits. So he's doing
But I will not
15
uncanny
points
dodge it.
of damage from the bite.
Oh, you're such
And then he will attack again with a claw for 9, which will not hit you. And another claw, which will not hit you. So,
a
all right. The other,
Looks like I got one. I don't know what the other one's doing.
this one, yeah, you got one. This one's here. This one will move into Alcides and the construct. Kind of move up. And can I? Hold on, I want to see something. I cannot do that right now. Okay, then they will attack. One attacking the claw to the construct. It's gonna miss. What's the AC on the statue?
The
I hit a
17.
17. I hit a 14. That doesn't hit. Second one, 17 doesn't hit, and then a bite to Alcides doesn't hit. Telmoon doesn't. Claw. Okay, rolling different. Another claw. A dirty 20 to Telmoon on a bite. Does that hit?
I'll cast shield.
Cast shield? Okay. So you're good as all those attacks from his guys don't hit. I need a a D6 from someone for the epic event at the end of this round.
I've
You're
done
up,
my
Alcides.
D6.
That's a 4.
All right, Alcides rolled it. All right, Tell Moon. Out of this, as you're kind of like shutting all this stuff out of you, like like the war is happening around you. This thing is nipping at you. You're using which rapier? You're using the rapier that's not yours.
I'm using my family. I lost that stock on the way.
Oh, you
so
lost the
that's why I'm
stock.
using
Okay, so you're using the family. Suddenly, it begins to like a bit of like fey sparkle begins to roll around the blade. You hear it say, "Do you hear me now, Tell Moon?"
Yeah, do you have a way out of this?
I don't. It doesn't say that. It says, "I am with you. I am still here." Your blade is reactivated.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Top of the round. Leto, you're up.
Put in work.
All right. So this round's going to be a little bit of RP involved. Leto, seeing that this Acroian is in front of him and just did fucking work, he's going to yell at him, "Acroian, do you have a strong back?
Of course.
Then stiffen it." And he is going to run up and jump off his back and try to land on Inugu's back right next to Apo.
Okay. So his
Party out at Yanogu's back. Everyone's invited.
Pretty
It's
fucking
a
much.
threesome, but there's room for more.
So as he goes leaping off of Alcides, all right, to do the same thing, I'm gonna make a strength check for Yunagu, and all right, go ahead.
Am I doing acrobatics or strength?
Acrobatics. Yes, I'm doing strength
Well,
to try to.
acrobatics will be a 33 because that's a natural
Jeez.
20.
Okay, so you are up there as well.
Oh, it gets a lot worse because thanks
sure.
to my lovely satyr friend Fitz, I get advantage on this attack, which means if I hit, I get a sneak attack. Okay, 15. Let's see if it goes better.
Don't forget, you also have an inspiration.
I'll save that for saving throws. My saves suck. Yeah, that's gonna hit. That's gonna be
Jeez.
17 plus 9.
How much?
All right, so this is all psychic damage. Give me all these 6d6. Yes. All right. But actually, it's 7d6.
I gotta bust out another shot because Yunagu's getting his ass whooped right now.
To be fair, he's been fucking us up.
All I'm saying is Malcolm made the mistake of trying to spread the damage. He just needs to
I'm gonna
focus
let-
one, kill him. Focus one,
Hell
kill
yeah.
him. Focus one, kill him.
I'm gonna let you know, Mal. The lowest I rolled is one die is a
Okay.
2. One die is a 2.
Okay.
So the total is 10, 20, 39 psychic damage.
39.
Psychic damage total.
Okay.
That's including my modifier.
He like roars into the air, tongue hanging out.
Just
as
stab
you're
him like right
stabbing him in the
forehead.
back. You can
And,
tell that the skin is still, the muscle's still tough, leaving red all over your hands as you're gripping onto him. Yeah.
And for my bonus action,
Hi.
I will do another psychic blade.
Okay.
This is an does 19 hit?
It does because his AC is one less than it is without his skin.
Woo! All right, we know that. But this is weaker damage, so this is 1d4 plus my modifier. So Which is a 4. Fuck yeah. That's 9 points of psychic damage.
Take it. Jeez. All right.
Just stabbing this motherfucker next to Apo, staring at him like, when the fuck did you get fur?
He will.
Things change.
Well, he's metal right now. So
He's
it's
metal
gonna
right
be a
now.
battle.
Yeah.
Okay, then I don't say that.
Hop it around here. So already lost one of those. Yunagu will use mythic actions to strike at clearly the folks. He gets one. He gets one attack to any creature within 15 feet. So with this legendary action, so he will. You are on his back, so it's kind of hard. He doesn't get the. He's not using. So he's just striking regular strike against his back. So that's a 28 to Apple, and a nat 1 to Leto. So he does not hit. But he will do.
Can I take Apo's hit?
$23, 32, Apo. Force damage.
Can I take Apo's hit if he rolled a nat 1 on me? I could like use my dex to like intervene.
Give me an acrobatics check, and I'm gonna tell you right now it's gonna be based on a 30 is what you need to beat.
I definitely beat that with a natural 19 on the die plus 13.
Okay. You're okay with him taking that for you?
Yeah.
You'll take that damage.
And it was 30 what?
32.
32.
All right.
Force damage.
He just smiles at Apo. Bleeding profusely, but smiles.
The mad.
He will. Inagu will. I really can't. Attack Leto with his flail. 22. And then again.
Don't even bother rolling. I'm down.
That one will. Oh. So, yeah, his 2d12 would be.
Yeah. 2d12. Even if he rolls 2,
he's
his
down.
modifier plus 2. Like,
So the second hit whacks him off his back.
Fine.
As Leto falls with Apple on his back, Yunagu moves 10 feet, just runs and leaps into the sky 30 feet up to take that bite against Fitz.
I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity as he rushes
You
out.
can go for it.
Ooh, I have inspiration. I'm gonna burn the inspiration.
And Fitz, because it's a melee, it's not against the horse. That is 35 to hit.
Oh gosh, I guess that is.
Be a 23 to hit for the attack of opportunity.
23 to hit. Yep, those will all hit.
I'll drop a first level smite into that.
Okay.
Where's my other D8?
So it'll be 25 piercing damage to Fitz. And because it's Fitz, the marked one, Fitz, you are grappled as he comes down, as he pulls you off the horse. And so Fitz is in his teeth right now.
Ah!
kind of like shaking his maw back and forth, and you're doing everything you can to try to keep the teeth from like crushing against your like frame, using your Fey magic, everything, all of it.
That was 20 radiant damage from my attack of opportunity.
He'll take it.
My attack of opportunity was 18 bludgeoning, 25 fire, with a 29 hit.
He jumps and he lands down over here. Okay. And how much was that, Josh? I think.
Let me pull it back up. 29 to hit, 18 bludgeoning, 25 fire.
18, okay, 25 fire. Okay. All right.
And is your giant smite once per action or once per turn?
Let's see. It is once per turn. Well, the giant's might is just a constant effect, but if you're talking about adding bonus damage, I can do it once per turn, and I did not use it on that opportunity attack.
Okay.
All right. This puts us as Inagu is doing all these different things. He's got fits in his mouth, but he's also getting like just hammered. Like you guys are really starting to work him. You can tell that the angrily just trying to consume like flesh. Here, let's see. Apple, you are, if I'm not mistaken, you are up, right? Yep. Leto was first, then him. Now you.
Yeah. All right. So here goes first attack. That's going to be 21.
It's going to hit.
And then this is with the flail. So nice. That's 12. 19. 29.
29 damage? Jeez.
On the first one.
All right, we'll take
And then second attack. 20.
20 will hit.
Okay. That's 14, 16, 18, and 19.
All right, 19. Yep, 19 more damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Just taking that.
What are you're using that flail?
Yeah.
Is there any particular? Were you using the?
That was just. That was the.
Oh, you're just putting extra pain on him. Okay, so he's still on his back.
Where am I? Oh, damn. No, I'm on top of him. Okay, yeah, that's all I got.
Suddenly, Inagu will make bite attack against Fitz for nat 20. That bite will be, it's a D10, so 2d10.
Nobody's gotten the reaction back.
Yeah, no, I was like, I thought Fitz got hers back.
21 points of acid damage.
I could be wrong.
Is it the top of the round that I get my reaction back,
It's
or
your
is it
turn.
my turn? Then
That's
no.
your turn.
Oh,
I did it for Leto.
Rough.
So you kind of just kind of chew on her for another like 21. With that legendary, Apple is hitting him above, trying to make him let go. LCD's you're up.
Alrighty, good old 3 attacks. Nat 20, 1 miss, and 19 plus 9, so not a hit. So 1 crit, which I'm going to use a 3rd level smite.
Okay.
So that'll be 12d8 radiant. I don't have that many d8s. Where the hell did my d8s go? Got 4, so. not rolling too hot on that. So 18 plus 2, 20, 22, 27.
So how much total?
And that 27 plus 16 or plus 20. That's 47, 48.
Jeez.
Plus the final 7. That'll be for 55 points of radiant. And the second attack, doing just a second level smite. That one will be 48 radiant total. 4 plus 5 is 17 plus 2. 17 plus 2 is 19. 19 plus 7 is 26 radiant. And bonus action, contested athletics to try and knock him prone.
Okay. Okay, athletics. So he was 25.
Rolled an 18, so it's up to my modifier.
All right, so
Low, damn it. So I also got a 25.
Okay, so your contested meets it. This meets it beats is different though. We're both just contesting. Then if it's contested, then nothing happens.
Yeah, technically nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing happens. Yeah, they just kind of ram against each other. Like, all right. As this is happening, I will say that blow, this kind of show of force from Tyrannica kind of pushes in with her men. They start to kind of move into the area. The blows that Alcides have made clearly look like they have staggered. Blood is literally spilling off and no longer slithering back onto Inagu as he staggers. His face looking more like a skull with meat attached on it than what it looked like before. His still beady eyes rolling inside. He goes, "This one is mine," as he kind of does like that with his jaws a couple times, tossing fits. And he looks like he's about to go for like a swallow, and he's doing his call out. So the next attack on her will be a crit.
He's calling out to crit her, not me.
Yeah, no. And he will move to who's up to Alcides? Actually, now I need one of you to roll a d6.
Yeah, I guess I'll do it.
Okay.
Don't be low. That's low. That's a 2.
Okay. So as you all are fighting here, this blood-soaked creature, suddenly it starts to just like out of nowhere just pour, like it's starting to rain, and you're like, where's the water coming from? Like, where are the clouds? And as you start to look around, you realize torrential downpour of just blood raining out of the sky, and the blood burns. It's not acid quite, but it feels like it sickens you. Actually, no, because you guys all took the heroic feast, right? So as you see other men collapsing around, some of them that did.
I didn't take a heroic feast.
Yeah,
you realize
Neither did Taroxys.
you would be poisoned. It's poisoned basically, and you get disadvantage on everything this round.
I have resistance to poison if that helps.
Okay. So
And
then
advantage against being poisoned, like 2 separate anti-poison things.
Okay. So yeah, it's not probably won't do. It gives you resistance. So yeah, it's really. So what I'll say is, for you then to make this, try to give me an advantage. Save a con
What
save of 20.
And do I just get no save?
Yes, you as well. Same thing. Well, just give me a regular save, but do not advantage.
Okay, 24.
What about
No.
someone
Actually,
that's-
no. You wouldn't have. You didn't take the feast, so you wouldn't got a fix. You would just be poisoned, LCDs. So
All
yeah.
right.
You're sorry. You would just be poisoned. Yeah. He's only because he has resistance. Unless you have resistance as well, then you would get that.
Does this happen to do anything that someone that's unconscious?
Leto wasn't there for it either.
No.
Yes, disadvantage on your death save.
It's disadvantage.
No, I was
that
like-
says.
All
This
right.
round.
That's rough. I was
No.
kidding.
Well,
Wow.
because you know what was funny? I'll give you that because I was gonna give him an auto fail. So
Oh, okay.
now I'll give him a
Okay, yes, let's
disadvantage.
stick with
That's
disadvantage. I'll take that.
And as long as
Because it's
you're-
like that
Good job,
blood is like
Jason.
raining in his mouth. He's laying there. It's
I
like,
don't
it's-
think I'm within 10 feet of you, my guy.
I mean, technically I should be because I should have moved up to him
where would you
as
be?
I was attacking him. Malcolm
What do you
just
mean?
didn't move the figure.
When did you move up to him? No, he moved. Remember, he moved back. That's why you got an opportunity of attack.
I know, but then on my turn I attacked
Oh,
him.
you moved up. Got it. So yeah, you'll be right there. Which
Yeah,
then
so
those
I'd be
the bad
further
guys
behind
would have
you
got.
guys.
They would have got actually opportunities on you. So one would have got a nat 20 for 27 on Alcides. The
I'll
other
cast
one,
shield.
okay. The other
That
one,
brings me up to 28.
It still hits.
Yeah, natural 20 is always hit.
It's auto hit even if I get to 28
Correct.
AC.
yeah.
Then I
See-
won't use
Sorry.
shield.
So you use it on the 22. The second one hits you on that one.
Nope,
If you
I'm
wanna-
at 23
Nope,
because of haste.
haste doesn't. Yep. Well, do the first damage, save for haste, and then see if
Yeah.
they hit you.
Yeah. So the first damage is going to be 17 points of piercing damage.
Should
Alrighty.
be an easy saving throw. Just a DC 10.
Yep, got a 12.
Okay.
Nice. Yep. Second one doesn't hit you.
All right. If that puts us back in versus you are up.
Okay. I'm feeling stupid with this. First thing, I think the obvious is say the person who's dying. Bonus action. I'm gonna use my last healing light to Leto. It's only a D6, so you have 4 hit points.
All right. So is in your what are you using? Healing word.
Healing light.
Healing
It's
light.
the
Got
warlock
it.
thing.
So it's putting Leto back on his feet.
Yep.
Or waking him up. So he's down right there, but he's
Yeah.
he's up.
Yeah, he's prone but
Yeah.
alive.
Mm-hmm.
And this is stupid, but maybe it will help. Oh, right. Sorry, I have to do 3 things apparently on every turn. Movement. I am going to get down to the ground, get off, and tell Sparkle, we might need you. We might need you later. Get to safety. So I'm gonna.
Sparkles is it within 15 feet of Yanaga right now, right?
Yes. So does he want to use his reaction for that?
No, he doesn't. Well, Malcolm does, but Yanagu doesn't.
Yanaga likes to kill everything. So this is
True.
You're not go looking at Sparkle like he's some hot wings.
he won't waste it on the horse. I'll let the horse
All
fly.
You're
flesh
looking
is
good.
food.
So that also means that I'm within 15 feet of Yanagu.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm not going to use my last sorcery point. I will. Well, it's a. Is it a climb to get up to where I could reach? Fitz.
It's a bit of a climb, yeah.
Fuck.
because his face is like apparently you're like climbing this difficult mountain to. I mean, well, no, no. Actually, I'm sorry. You looking at Fitz, yeah, you're probably parallel, but like you're not right up on him, so it's probably a 10 or 15 foot like leap to her, to his mouth.
And the last time I tried jumping, it worked really, really well.
Yeah.
But let's
I
try
mean,
it
you could
again.
leap off of off the horse as they fly away. But the thing is, how do you get her out? Can you get the jowls open?
I just need to be able to touch her.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to leap up, grab to the point where I can touch Fitz.
I know you can make the leap like based on the game wise, so just give me acrobatics check to see if you can, as he's moving his mouth very frantic, can you make that touch? It's going to be against his dex, but not advantage. And I rolled low. So, okay, go ahead.
Okay, we'll see.
Jeez.
18.
You just beat it. Give her, you leap out, kind of slow motion, giving that life to Fitz.
So I did get it?
You did get it.
Okay. I'm not casting Cure Wounds. I am going to cast Freedom of Movement.
Okay. That's what you. Okay.
As I grasp Fitz's wrist, and Fitz, you will feel slightly more slinky and flexible as I cast this spell. And do you know what Freedom of Movement does?
I do not.
Okay.
So good.
You are unaffected by difficult terrain. Spells and magical effects cannot reduce your speed or cause you to be paralyzed or restrained. You can also spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints, including being grappled.
Nice. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And because you will start your turn within 10 feet of me, you get an additional 10 feet of movement.
So where are you placing her? Where would she be?
I'm still in the mouth.
She's still there.
Yeah.
Okay,
I can just escape easier now.
Yeah.
Got it.
I have a chance.
Yeah. And I think that's, once again, I've done 3 things. So that's
And then did you catch yourself? Or
I don't know. You tell me, Malcolm. Am I...
No, you made it, so that means if you would just touch her and then fall like right in front of Inagu, essentially.
Oh, okay.
So you like land on the ground right there. You're lucky I can't take a bite right now.
Okay.
That's what's keeping her alive.
And the construct is still up. So it's gonna go in and take attacks with the hammer.
So to the guys in front of it or moving over to Inagu? Yep. Well, if they've already made their but they actually made their reaction, so it can.
So yeah, let's hit Inagu if I can.
Okay, you can.
It's been natural 1, but a 23 for the other one.
Yeah.
Okay. And 11 bludgeoning damage on that one.
11 bludgeoning. So what was it? There was 11 bludgeoning, and then what else? Okay.
For the construct, that's it.
That's it. 11. Okay. So boom, punching. Niagu's kind of like staggering back, and then with his last mythic, he starts to almost like heave, and he's like belching up blood, but he's still holding Fitz in his mouth. Fitz, you are being held by these studs, knowing that next turn you can move, and you see like inside, you see his like gullet like retract and like open, and you see something crawling up his esophagus, and it's a skeletal knoll, like crawling. Like he would have like just thrown it out on the field, but now it's like right there, and it's reaching out, clawing at you. Initiative for it puts it at a 19. So it would go now. So it's a knoll skeleton. It will make a attack towards Fitz. With its claw. Should have had it set here, its abilities, but I apologize. And I'm
No,
late.
take your time.
It's probably like 1d4 plus 2 or
It's not
something
a,
like
it's
that,
not a
right?
huge, yeah. What I'll do is, as I'm pulling it up, then we're gonna move to it is making attack, but since I'm not completely prepared for it, I don't like to slow things down. So that's his opportunity of attack. Persis just went. Proxinos, you're up. I'll come back to that attack unless this thing is dead.
Or I guess unless you're gonna heal Fitz, because then it kind of has to resolve the other way around.
Yeah, it's still gonna get its attack, but yeah.
This does have to do with Fitz, so this is important.
Okay.
We will all wait.
Okay.
1d4
then-
plus 2 with like a +5 to hit sounds perfect, man.
Yeah.
It will make 2 attacks. Flying. Added damage. So 12 does not hit Fitz. 19. 23 hits Fitz. So she will take
Don't roll low, don't worry.
6 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
Barely alive.
You're up.
Praxinos, you're up. So that's all it does. It's just like she's like pushing away. These like it doesn't have a weapon in its hand, just clawing and nipping with its jowls.
Didn't even have jowls
You-
if it's a skeleton.
Just with its jaws.
you know what time it is?
Is it that time?
It's crab time. Fitz, polymorph, and you're turning into a massive crab.
Also, by the way, which crab rolls are you using for this crab when you turn to? Because there's like several different. There's giant crab. You using huge crab?
It's the huge giant crab or whatever. It's the
Huge giant
biggest
crab.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've got your
It
huge
is-
crabs, your giant crabs, and then your huge giant crab.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Fitz, as you turn into this crab in its mouth, you now use mouth there.
I like to imagine that it has like the bronze bully insignia on its like shell, just still merchandised to the nines.
Oh
Branded
yeah.
crab.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Protecting her as her body turns in this carapace shell, this protective exoskeleton over her. I don't know what that feels like to you, Fitz, as you are transforming and this little skeleton scratching at you. Anything else, Praxinos?
That will end my turn.
All right.
You go, crab.
Versus, and then we're Praxinos versus went, so we're at Taroxys.
Taroxys runs at Yanogu. Put down our crab. And then goes in with the hammer.
Go for it.
That first strike is going to be a terrible miss.
Miss.
The second strike is going to be a 31 to hit.
Jeez, yes. Gonna hit. Perforos' hammer.
That's going to be 16 bludgeoning
Yep.
and come on, 21 fire.
21. All right.
And then I'm going to invoke the fire rune. So I will need a DC 15 strength saving throw. He'll probably make it, but he's going to take 6 fire damage in the process regardless.
He's not gonna make it actually, and it's not a spell, right? So
No, it's just an
Yep.
effect.
so he's gonna fail.
He's restrained.
Oh fuck.
That's the
Right.
fire shackles.
Not gonna resist it, huh? Nice.
And I have one more attack.
Oh boy.
So this one's at advantage. Oh, we're gonna take the 26 to hit there.
Okay, I'll take it.
That one will be 9 bludgeoning and 21 fire.
Roxy's, how do you take down Inagu?
Yes.
The first blow comes up from below, slamming into the jaw as it snaps open, releasing the crab. The second one is an overblow, crushing his skull inward. And then Taroxys does a full 360 spin to slam it directly into his chest and send him flying over the cliff majestically in slow-mo.
And as he does, jawless, flinging the carapace of this, this avatar of this thing or whatever it is, it, like I said, just flies off that cliff. And you hear it kind of crunch and smash wet as it goes over. Doesn't even get a chance to call out or say anything. The rest of the gnolls are mostly as dead as most of the returned are starting to you could tell that many of the opponents have fallen as much of the area has cleared, and even his as he falls over the cliff, his demon, the figures that were with him begin to just kind of bubble up and melt away, leaving behind just kind of like bone as they wither and drop to the ground. But never in the entire time with each blow did you feel, Taroxys, as you did all that damage, it almost seemed like he was enjoying it. Never did he feel that there was no look of fear in his eyes as his body went over the edge. And as his armies begin to collapse, you hope that is the last you see of this Inagu. The battlefield erupts into cheers, and you can tell that this is added extra, just a sense of morale is bolstered as all the troops around you begin to fight back. As Fitz clatters her claws, skipping around there on the field. Who would like to roll to see how this war is won, or lost?
Is there anyone who hasn't gone yet?
Yeah, whoever hasn't
that's
gone.
you.
Josh has to
Right?
after that.
Fitz, you would be adding for beating Inagu being dead. The party would be at a. You'd be rolling with a plus 12.
10? 12.
And for the entire army, you'd be rolling with a 16 plus 16.
So, who hasn't rolled yet?
Everyone's rolled.
Everyone's
rolled?
Did you roll it all?
Yeah.
I haven't rolled.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Colin, you're rolling.
Colin, have at it.
All right.
Okay.
Take us
Let me
to
get-
victory.
Remember, it's not a death save.
True. Be right back.
Getting a special dice.
He's getting real dice.
Oh,
Yeah, he is.
Team real
I'm
dice.
gonna laugh if he walks in with a comically large D20.
I was really expecting to die this game.
No, not on my watch.
Fucking, I'm at 4 HP.
but you're not at 0.
I'm at
Sure.
63.
What'd you get?
Oh,
Purse, Colin.
Yeah.
Colin brought the big dice.
uh-oh.
Rolled really low, but a total of 20.
Okay.
Rolled the
Your
Roll
20 beats my 16. By enough. Because I rolled a 10. And that 10, actually for Piaxathor, also beats Piaxathor. So you, with your new
Right.
ship to be had, you slowly see over the next few minutes as the armies begin to turn tail, or the Acroids and the Leonin are pushing enemies off the cliff and falling to their death. With those that don't run, none of the gnolls run, but those are cut down. The returned are cut down. Some of the centaurs, some of the minotaurs flee. Taroxys is even able to get his hands around a few minotaurs' throats and
Yeah, he starts
cut them
flying.
down and just flying around and dispatching with extreme prejudice. And then
Is
there's
it
a
cruel if he picks them up and drops them off the mountain with his wings?
Yes, that's fine. And so, yeah, you guys didn't roll almost any of the bad things that could have happened during this war, so it went completely in your favor. And in that, you all stand there covered in blood. Even I'm sure even the crab is bloodied. And I'll turn it over to you all to kind of role play a bit here as tensions come down, as Acheroins cheer around you. Some of it kind of being muffled as you all, though you've won, you're looking to each other.
Okay. Coming down from the mountain, Proxenos uncrabs you as you return back. Kind of like this moment of just shock, like you remember being in the mouth of Yanagu and your hands are still doing the claw
I'm
motion.
still doing this, yeah.
We won.
That's another legendary creature banished to the abyss. We're racking up quite the kill count.
You did good, all of you. And kind of looks over to the Acheroin soldier that put in massive work. Warrior, you fought quite bravely.
Of course, I am a soldier. Nothing more, but nothing less.
Nods. Since
Very well fought for a human. Majestic, in fact.
as things are kind of winding or like winding down, Proxenos is like slowly healing everyone using the aura of vitality.
Taroxys pats Leto harder than necessary. Madman, we may just make a bully out of you yet.
Yeah, I thought it would be about time I embraced your guys' methods. Can you help me up? Because I'm about to die.
I'll pick
Okay.
you up with one arm, kind of help you into your feet, and lay 20 lay on hands in you.
You also get 16 points of healing, Leto.
God fucking damn, I love you all, but shit.
And Appo walks over to Fitz and the bloodied flail, and he asks, "Does it say anything anymore?"
Oh, like if I try to identify that flail again, is it still talking about me being marked? Is it still angsty?
It is not. It is what it is now, and it no longer has any curse on it.
It seems less angsty. I think it might be safer to handle now.
Here you
So
go.
Appo puts the handle to you.
For me?
If you want it. If not, and then he goes back to metal, then I can continue using.
I think it's in good hands.
White mist surrounds you, Fitz. Here you go. As you receive 20 points of healing.
Thank you, Proxenos.
Of course.
Did you say Proxenos?
Yes. Proxenos Christos.
The
So you're
Dream
Pentos'
Walker.
child. At least the one he is more proud of. You see, on my journeys, I went to Elysium and met your father. and he told me to give you this helmet. And Alcides will take off the helmet he is currently wearing and hand it over to Proxenos.
That's. You have my gratitude. This. He kind of like reaches out to grab it, looks at it. Does it remind him of the same helmet that Penthos wears?
It does. It is Penthos' helmet.
Thank you, Alcides.
And when I run into your brother, I've got to give him this. And all it is a small button to affix a cape. Because that's all. Because when I met your father, he told me to give you this helmet because you are out in the world and adventuring. And to your brother, who's just kind of in the city, this.
He's currently not in the city. He's actually out going towards Ordunos.
Mm-hmm. Or he's probably in Ordunos.
Probably in there by now.
Or dead.
I do agree, however, this is a worthy gift for any warrior of Heliod.
Fitz rummages in her bag and she's like, oh, and one of these, and pulls out one of the official Heliod Hater hand-sewn badges that she made. Maybe give him that too.
Fitz, do you have any of the honorary badges left to give our friend here?
Of course. And I pull out not just a honorary badge, but like a little flag too. And I present them. So it's almost like a Girl Scout merit badge. And it says honorary bully and has our little logo on it. And then I give you like one of those little, like those tiny 4th of July waiver flags, but it's also our logo. And I present them both to you.
Thank you. I accept this gift.
We'll get used to the merchandising eventually. They're very
trust me.
enthusiastic.
No, you won't. Not at all.
I traveled with a man who never shut up about merchandise.
It's nice to have a brand. You know, sometimes we go places that I haven't even been, and people have our little flags. It's really cool. I kind of laugh and cough and spit up a little blood. Sorry.
Yes, being famous heroes is half branding and half heroics.
Well, I never try to focus too much on branding. All I have done is fought well and never told a lie.
We can fix that.
You want him to
not
fight
wish
worse?
to lie.
No, lie more.
I mean, I can teach you how to lie. It's not that hard.
Of course, it is very easy to lie, but it is also very difficult to stick to the truth.
We can also brand him, and Apple points to the brand that he has of Perforos now.
You want to say no to that, trust me.
You think it's over?
I don't think
No.
so. This was a major victory, and we all need rest from this, but we need to look to the future. I don't think that Thraxes is done.
Proximo's looking to the skies. I don't think so.
Do we still see any of the purple light?
From down in the valley area where you can see the crevice there. There's no light coming from it right now. It's dark. The armies are the many of the soldiers are out killing and finishing off, walking by, finishing off return and knolls on the ground. As they reach out their last breath, Tyrannica, backed by Piaxathor, walks over and she looks to all of you, says, "Good fight. You are even better than the stories that people tell." She says, "You, Alcides, we will be talking about your promotion soon. But right now, as Persis has said here, I do believe that this is just one of many battles, but while we must enjoy this, we must know that there is always more to come, more evil to best and defeat. But tonight we will drink well and eat well. Hopefully, if this one can cook as well as he did the night before. I thank you. You all have my fealty. Is there anything else you all maybe share with?
Yes, say Telmoon probably would have climbed the mountain a little bit to whistle down to the Pegasi to come back from wherever the heck they flew to. And then he'll come landing about this time and just look at, what's my boy's name? It starts with a P, but I don't want Piaxathor.
I guess I owe you a ship.
That you do. And Telmoon will actually reach out his hand to give him a handshake.
So they give the grasp on the wrist. You son of a bitch! Kind of that moment.
Okay, there, Creed.
It's got to be cinematic.
Does he bring down No Name as well?
I would have
No
whistled
Name.
for both of them if No Name didn't come. That's No Name's fault.
If No Name came, Leto would have walked over to No Name and just patted the Pegasus and looked at the bronze bullies and go, I have to leave you all. I'm sorry. But this was a very fun fight. I think you all are rubbing off on me, which is not a good thing, but
why must you leave? Tyrannica looks.
Everyone here besides me worships or adores a god in one way or another. I fucking can't stand them. But seeing all of you talk and interact with your gods, looking at Fitz and Taroxys, as much as I would love silence in my head, and trust me, I much rather it be silent than hearing them talk on a daily basis almost. I don't want you to feel my pain. So, I am going to Melitos to sneak into their libraries, since they have the greatest, and find answers to this great silence that I heard about.
And Leto, that this silence may give you that moment of reprieve, may give you that moment of not hearing voices, but it may also cut everyone off from their source.
For 17 years, I wished for silence in my head. And seeing all of you interact with Perforos, as pompous as he can be, and Nylea as honorable as she can be, I don't wish any of you to lose that as much as I want it. So I am going to try and do you all a favor and suffer eternally, but it will hopefully keep you in contact with your gods that you love so much. For
Teroxy.
that, I have to
Sorry.
leave.
Suffer eternally? Excuse me?
I've listened to the gods bicker for 17 years of my life, and it hasn't slowed down. Do you wish for them to be quiet? Because I do. Which would entail that none of you, no matter how much you pray, they will not hear you. I don't think any of you want that. He's predominantly staring at Fitz and Teroxys, since you have 2 god weapons.
No, I really like hearing from Nylea. We play lots of fun games together.
My life would certainly be entirely different without the gods. I don't know if I would be alive.
Teroxys walks up and puts a hand on your shoulder more gently than usual. Says, if you must go, know that we will go with you. But then he takes the reins. But this Pegasus will not. We need this. If you're leaving, you're walking. And then leads the horse away from you.
Damn.
Appa will walk up to Leto and go, turns back to the Leonin and grabs, right? And just, Kalitiki means good fortune. We shall see each other again.
Kali Diki, I'll have to remember that one. Well, since your bull of a bully decided to take my ride, does anyone here have a horse?
I will provide you a horse.
Yeah, mechanically, how far is it to the nearest like temple?
Fucking miles.
No,
Could you all not let this man borrow a steed with wings?
No, but how far is the nearest flame speaker temple?
Oh, the grand
We're
Bully
looking at a
teleportation network.
2 weeks ride, maybe.
A 2 weeks flight?
Ride. Flight, not a flight, but a ride. He on a horse.
Yeah,
he's just fucking.
Yeah, no, but if
I
I
gotta
took
deal
him,
with
how
terrain.
fast would it go?
Oh, if he used to fly?
It's like a
Yeah,
2-minute flight.
yeah,
A lot
if I
faster.
took-
I'd say
if I
maybe.
gave him a ride.
Maybe a few days. Yeah.
If I could find that drunkard, I'm sure he might give you a lift.
I
on
mean,
my behalf.
it's towards Acro. So here's the thing: Tyrannica's like, I mean, she doesn't ask this yet, but I was going to ask. We're gonna, of course, probably relax tonight. But where will you all go in the morrow?
Yeah, I mean, if we had a few days, then I would take him in.
Yeah, if you want to, where do the bronze bullies go from here? Is my question.
Yeah, what's our next quest, you guys?
Yeah, I'm not against like taking Leto to Miletus to drop him off. I just wanted to take the horse away for comedic effect.
Where is our boat, by the way?
It's in Melitus.
Okay.
No, we got to pick up the boat.
I mean, are we still going to try and look in the hole and see what was in that?
That's
crack in the
that's a
ground?
whole nother That's down in the valley. That's the where Yinagu came from.
Question, Mal.
Yes.
Have I been to Melitus or been around that area at all? Because I traveled a lot.
I'm sure you've had to. You've been there.
Yeah.
You fought the statue of.
You were there with Zen.
Yes, you fought the statue of when Heliot came and you fought him in the streets. That was in Melitus.
That was before we went for a ship ride.
Because remember that artist lady and with the statues and then
because I can just because I could instantly send you to Melitus if there's a 6th level spell transport via plants.
Okay,
but
via
we gotta
plants.
get the boat.
Yeah, he just needs a tree that's big enough to walk through.
Where the fuck's
on both sides?
Yeah,
there's some.
I don't know if there's.
You can find some in there are plenty in
Melitus,
Oreskos, but so you guys could journey back in Oreskos into the Pride Lands to find one of the big trees too. Yes.
Send him through a patch of seaweed.
Proximos walks over to you, Leto. I hear what you're saying, I've thought about the will of the gods and their part to play in the world. And I respect your decision to search for more knowledge on this matter. I can help. I can send you straight to Meletis.
How so? I mean, that has to be leagues away from here.
I know a plant.
Oh, you should have said I have a plant.
I'm sorry. Getting hit by Demi bitch over there that fell down must have knocked a few screws. You know a plant? How's that gonna help me?
I can create a gateway between two plants. One in Meletis, one over here.
Well, you're a fucking bronze bully, so I shouldn't really be shocked about any of this.
Actually, and I hand you flags and not an honorary bully patch, but an actual bully patch. And I'm like, you're a bully too. Embrace it. It's okay. Embrace the chaos.
Sorry, I'm slightly taken back. I've never been one for groups.
Mhm.
I can see what your friend all saw in you and why he loved you all so very much. And he will nod, kind of half bowing. I'm honored that you all, looking at everyone, like waiting for someone, like, fuck no, would consider me part of your group, to consider me a bronze bully.
You've almost
Eh.
died the requisite amount of times. You're good.
This is a strange favor to ask, but could all of you kind of stick out your hands and kind of just wiggle your fingers? I would like to give one of you something in return.
Just one of us, but we
Yeah, I
all
guess.
wiggle our fingers.
We all wiggle our
the
fingers.
Who has the
Woogity
most
woogity.
dexterous
Finger wiggle.
fucking hands?
It ain't me.
Probably.
I'm a +2.
I am also a +2,
Tell
but I don't
me.
think I'm part of this.
I mean, I'm
Plus
technically
two.
charisma based, but I'm a +3.
I think Telmoon's the winner.
All right, Telmoon.
Ooh.
Leto comes over to you. And what you see on his hands is just bare skin. But he goes to about forearm length, and you start seeing him pull off what looks like a layer of skin, but quickly turns to leather on both hands. And he looks at you and goes, all right, complicated satyr. And the reason I say that is because you fought very differently this fight than I've seen you in past fights. Let me see your hands real quick.
Giving me your hands?
In a way, yeah. I mean, you might need them more than me. I'm pretty good at what I do.
Taroxy's our token hand safe.
I told you he's mad, but see where it goes. This could be fun.
You do know I'm next to you. I can hear this conversation.
Like I
put my
said,
hands up to you.
absolutely mad.
Okay. Both of you, but all right. He'll take your left hand, put a left glove on, put your right hand glove, put a left glove on, and now, within an hour, you will have gloves of thievery.
Are they human hands?
Nope. They start shrinking down to your satyr size hands, and they start to blend into your satyr hands, like
Because
as
you know,
if
I
you're
just
not
thought this
wearing
man
any
had
gloves.
white hands. Because in my mind, I was like, "Tell Moon that's dark skin and white hands."
It's great because I lost an arm. One of my
Yeah, I
arms
was
is
gonna
a
say, one of the hand's
prosthetic.
not
So
even real.
if I
Does
had
not
a human
matter.
hand on the end of my prosthetic arm, it would be amazing.
How am I supposed to blend in with these?
These gloves are invisible while worn.
I got it. It was the way you described him. You were like, he's pulling off his skin and there's leather. I'm like,
I mean, it was
All right.
Temporarily horrified, just like what are these creatures?
You know why they call me the Mad?
oh, man.
I love that
Alan's
we can only be
understanding of
serious about
humans
deaths.
is getting worse and worse.
Jason, just for mechanic
Peel
purposes, you have a
hands off
+5
occasionally.
to sleight of hand.
+5 to sleight of hand.
Oh,
Yes.
It's huge.
Gloves
Huge.
of thievery.
Why do you think I have an 18 to that son of a bitch with those on?
And so they will take. So then they will use the tree. They will to teleport him to Melitus. And then where will the Bron? If we don't have an idea for that, that's fine. We can talk about that later. But do we know like where the next? Do they go to Melitus to go get the boat? Is that
we've
or do they
already
go
gotten
back to
the
Akros?
arrow that's
do
here?
they go to go ahead?
We've already gotten
Yeah.
the arrow that's here, or is there another arrow here?
Is there another arrow here?
We only got the arrow from the sun mirror.
You got one from the
Yeah.
Sun Mirror, yes.
So we didn't
That-
find one that
Is
was
there
here
another
yet.
one on this other? I guess in theory it doesn't matter that much. Like now that Proxenos has broken travel, we can do whatever we want.
I mean,
We travel once a
yeah.
day.
We can dive in the crack.
As
But
long
I
as it's a
feel
tree.
like you did say, Mal, that there's like a purple glimmer in the valley below.
No, there's no
It's
more.
gone.
No,
It's
not.
gone now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we should go check it just in case to see if
Yeah,
Yeah.
what I'm
there's
saying
anything
is we could go to
Because we
Melitus
only
and
saw
come
the
back the
dragon
next day.
once.
Like
Do you
it's
go to
not a-
Mel to come back, or do
It's not that big
you
of a
go
thing.
now?
The
Basically,
crack
where do you want to
first, then-
start your next game? In Melitus or at the crack? You know, Let's
I
start
say
in
in the crack. Just to,
Yeah.
we got to check that out because we're already here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
clear the
maybe a
whole
couple
area.
days
Flyover.
pass, but we start in the crack, but we've already sent Leto off.
Yeah, set Leto off. Okay.
You know, Leto would also tell you guys to try and keep in touch. He has no way of doing that, but he knows
excuse
that one
me,
of
I
you
have
do.
sending.
Yeah.
He figures one of you knows how to keep in touch long distance.
You may reply.
You
to
just
this
get
message.
annoying end of day recaps. Hey,
You
Leto,
think
so
you are going to be more annoying than a bunch of gods bickering?
is that a
Don't challenge her.
You don't
Bring
remember.
it. Try it. Helios is such a bitch.
You can teach me token facts one a day. I will
How
reach
do
out
you
to you
do?
whenever I have time.
do.
And
The first
so
message.
in those next few days, Telmoon flies, or I don't know if you all go, but take Leto out to the tree where Proxenos is able to perform his magic and provide that portal to Melitus. And you say your goodbyes, and as he steps through, you wonder if you'll ever see him again. But he vanishes into this ethereal nothingness, and the tree closes up behind him. And you know that he has now made his way on. You all go back in camp as with the Acroians for the next couple days. Alcides is made a general by Tyrannica. That will be announced when he's back in Akros. And everyone levels up to 12.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Welcome to a bronze bully game. You get 2 levels.
There are 3 points of Iroas given to everyone, and 3 points of Perforos given to everyone of Piety. For you, if you want to trade those out for Heliod Alcides, you can do that. The Acroian army will not be going with you down into the valley. Tyrannica has to go back to find out, to make sure all is well with with Mellitus, but she hopes that Fitz can send her messages of update as needed, as they will be taking a march, so it will be, they'll be taking their time. But you've all done a great thing for Theros, and party plans to journey on. Any last comments from all of you before you close out? If there's nothing, then great win on your part. Great that you've done not just for you all, but for all of the land. And the last thing what I'll add is that in that, maybe in the night or two, the second day, somewhere while you all are camping, while the Acrorains are moving bodies and stacking them and burning them, Appledex, as you find yourself by yourself with the flail. And as some of the Acrorains are moving some of the bodies, there's one body in front of you, and it is an Acrorain soldier. And the flail begins to glow, a purplish hue. And as you allow it, a spectral beast begins to form, almost a dog high. You realize it's a spectral look of a gnoll, and that gnoll begins to eat the body of the Acroin, like devour it. And the more it devours, the more the specter becomes material. And as it becomes material, it turns into this demon-like dog, this demon-like hyena. And no one else it's out of earshot from anyone else. You're looking at this, this Leonin, and it turns to you, and then it runs over, leaps up, and licks your face. You now, whether you get rid of it or not, the extra ability that this thing allows you to do is to cast a spell called the Corpse of Yunagu, and it summons I forget what this creature's called. It's like a Shizuvu. It's a demon that looks like demon that looks like a hyena. So you can summon one of those, and it will work for you for a certain amount of time. I'll send you all the information. But after 24 hours, it ceases to acknowledge you. So you have that spell. You can cast that once every 24 hours, as long as you're attuned to the flail. And somewhere in Mellitus, in a library, Leto is looking through books, and then he hears a voice. And then he hears a man sits next to him, across from him at a table. The secrets you are looking for in no book. I should know. And Leto, you already know you're in the presence. As he begins to turn into stars, and you see him sitting at the table with his 4 hands on the table. Crufix, the silence is coming. And I hope that all of Theros is prepared for it. But we must silence. Because if we don't, all will fall to the god beyond the Nyx. And we'll crash to black again there. Good game.
I don't
Nice.
like that.
Wow.
That's beyond the fucking Knicks, man. Okay.
Welcome to
Way to
Theros
throw
More
me a
Computer.
curveball there, guy.
It never can just be too simple.
Yeah.
I mean, that was cool because
Great
I was
game,
just gonna say that Apple was gonna walk by himself and look for one of the masks, but that's even better. I was like, oh,
Yeah. So what it is So it was kind of meant to be kind of scary, but it doesn't. It's nothing against. It's just that's the ability that you get from killing, from defeating Yunagu, and I just had it here, but dropped away. I don't know what's happening with my Windows.
Nice.
I'll have to pull it back up, but But yeah, you guys. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was fun. I'm glad everyone is.
We all lived
God.
through it.
Shockingly.
Some of us barely, but yeah.
I had
I
no
should've
doubts
died.
I would survive.
I should have died.
Yeah, I mean, some of us started a little low, but we made it.
As soon as I saw Malcolm was spreading the love, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It helped that you and Taroxys came in like good.
Right when you did, yeah.
Yeah, this spell taints a corpse within range with remnants of Yinago's demonic will. Choose a corpse within range. The spell imbues the target with Yinago's curse, which attracts a spectral scavenger.
Malcolm, you would create a magic item or give us a magic
Here.
item that requires us to kill our dog every day.
It
Yeah.
consumes the corpse and transforms into a Shizuva. A Shizuva, yep. On each of your turns, you can use a bonus action to mentally command the Shizuva, and that's made with this spell. The creature up to within 60 feet. You control humanity. You can control up to multiple Shizuva. You can command any or all of them at the same time, issuing this command. You decide the action and so forth. I'll send it over to you right now, Renee. But after 24 hours, it stops obeying your command. So it doesn't go away. So it always becomes an enemy at that point that you have to
Kill
put
that
down or
son of a
kill.
bitch.
Yeah.
I Am Legend.
You got
every
an
night.
old yeller
Every night, bro.
Yeah.
It's my dog. I'll take care of it.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, Shizuva is basically a demon. It's not really.
Yeah, I mean,
Old
some
Yeller
people
and
get it.
It just looks like
Right.
one.
Some rangers get to be a Drake Warden. I get to have a thing that becomes the thing I gotta kill every night. It's fine.
But it's a demon dog, so it's a
It really
chihuahua.
is.
You see what we mean, Fitz's mom?
You see?
It's animals.
We apologize.
Oh man.
She's so funny. She's like, I'm only like 10 episodes behind. I have no idea what's going on.
Oh god,
Like,
that's a
oh, you're
roller
in
coaster
for
of
it.
emotion.
Yeah, she's got some
Yeah.
stuff that's
Yeah.
got to happen soon. Jeez.
So many deaths and
Like
so many
Zen
close-
just died.
Oh.
Yeah.
She was like, oh no, Zen. And I was like, oh yeah.
that was like the
happened.
beginning of like
That was the
multiple deaths.
first
That was-
domino effect.
Hey,
Yeah.
just wait, Mom. You haven't even seen the Necrons yet.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh
Gonna
yeah,
get
The
it.
Warhammer episode. Jeez.
Yeah, I forgot about
God.
those.
She hasn't even got to the best one where we're all just crying
Oh.
and no one's gonna say anything.
So to
Yeah.
piggyback on the Necrons, my home group they're playing Theros as well. And so remember we were playing, Renee will appreciate this because we were playing Cyberpunk like 2 years ago. And what happened in that game is 2 or 3 characters died. And then we kind of just fell off because like it took a lot of the sales up because the way they, and also we didn't like that we weren't completely sold on the rules. We're using 5e, modern 5e. And it was just very crunchy and it didn't feel balanced enough, whereas 5e felt, it was like certain weapons were doing way too much. So, we're playing Cyborg now. So the Cyborg rules came out. So it's like, okay, time to start this back up. So I rebuilt the Cyborg world. But in their last Theros game, they were in the midst of talking to Krufix after like 3 hours of gameplay or 2.5 hours of gameplay. And Krufix starts, the whole episode, the things were glitchy. There were like glitches happening the entire time. And then like everything goes black and they feel like cords being pulled out of their skin and like this tube being pulled out of their esophagus. And essentially they wake up and they are in Cyborg now and they have been playing a game that no one knows what this game is that's being run on multiple servers called Theros. And it's got the badge of D&D, but in this world, the game is extremely addictive. So they wake up in the future playing D&D, and they're like, their friend is like, you can't be playing this shit. It's gonna corrupt your mind. Like, it's completely. It's like D&D is a drug in their world. And then so what they've learned is that they have been gone for 2 months, and they've been playing Theros, and these like cyber thugs had like take people's bodies who have a ton of credits. They've hacked the game. And they're able to steal your credits while you play because there's microtransactions being had in the game. So they get money from you they wake up in a crack house where some of the people are dead from just like they just played until they didn't, because you don't go to the bathroom, you don't get up, you don't sustain, they just run you, they bleed you dry essentially. And so they're like, wait, so now we're playing Cyborg? I'm like, yep, now you're playing Cyborg. And so now we have 2 games. So they essentially can choose every month which game they play. Theros is still real. But if in Cyborg, every month they have to make a roll because they also are addicted to the D&D
So they
game.
need to go.
So if they fail, they have to plug back in and play Theros.
I mean, D&D is a drug IRL too, so like, what's the difference?
I was gonna say,
Yeah, but
it's
see,
a
that
drug
scared me
in a
because
game.
when as soon as Mal said the god beyond the Knicks, and then my first thought is, oh, good, this is going to turn into Mark Borg.
Don't worry, it's probably not going to turn into Borg, but it's going to get interesting.
There's only, I don't know about a god beyond the Knicks, but I know about 2 certain titans that are fucking deadly as shit in Magic the Gathering, and I'm terrified.
Alrighty, I gotta run. I've got 4 hours of sleep ahead of me before I gotta be back up. So
it's good to have you back, Josh.
I'm so glad to be back.
Good seeing you.
Miss you,
Great
man.
to see you again.
Yeah.
Hope the next game comes quick.
Good job killing Inagu, man. There was a ton of hit points there too.
Hope you all enjoy my next new character.
Can't wait to meet him.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see that pixie, the long lost cousin of the pixie that we have the
Oh no!
audio.
Come on.
And with that,
Well, fuck
good
you got
night.
my cousin's body.
That'd be so messed up.
Had you been fighting
Well,
like
you already dealt
Inagu
with that.
alone and like in a layer, I think he would have focused attacks. But like in a war with like, there was, I think it was kind of like whatever was happening, he was just kind of like focusing on killing. But yeah, that was fun.
A lot of stuff went right for us there.
Oh,
Yeah,
everything
there were
went
Nicky,
right.
start
nothing
researching
went,
spells now.
none of the bad stuff went wrong. Like you guys rolled really high on all the rows, and that helped too. I mean, you guys were already doing really well, but that helped because there were like a lot of things that could hurt you. Like there was a lot of opportunity for Tyrannica and for Piaxathor to actually die in combat based on some of those rolls as well, which would have started to bolster Mogus's role to make that. Also, even if you win, but then there was also just stuff that could have hurt you in a lot of ways. But no.
Yeah, I mean, jumping off of the Pegasus and then using the piety, like I had enough piety and I looked through it. I was like, oh, this might work. So, I mean, it was
good. There was
the least stupid thing I've done while playing.
Also, thank you again for showing up, Jameson.
Yes,
I'd
thank
love
you.
to show up in the future, but that's up to y'all.
Alcides put in some
Malcolm.
work, man.
Oh yes.
He really
Did a
did.
shit ton more than my character. Good job.
There was a chance for Minotaurs to show up and wreak havoc. There was a chance for Centaurs to go for beheading blows because
Aw, we
a
missed the
cavalry
Minotaurs.
cavalry that rides through and tries to behead someone. That's like,
I would have been all for that since I'm a Centaur fanboy.
oh man, yeah, those
Valuable.
you guys. Good.
That's
You
true,
need
man.
also-
You turned into
yeah.
me this game.
If you need LC,
Yeah,
you
no,
have your
I
token
felt
team.
like this. Like, okay, this is a demigod. I heard Mogus talking shit about him, like he's a hot shit, and I was like, no, I gotta go full bully. Fuck it.
So that means next game they are going into the crevice down in the valley. Okay,
Because we did see the
So I'll
dragon
watch
once,
next game.
right? I mean, we saw it when we were flying in, and then we didn't see it again, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if we saw it, but I know it was told to us that the troops had
Or
seen
the
it.
troops had seen it.
If you want to introduce your next character, Leto, next game, there's a possibility that they could be. someone
That's a long travel.
Oh, it depends on. Yeah, is there no reason for them to be up in that area? Okay,
No,
we can
there's
talk about
not. I mean,
it. Yeah,
she's currently. I gotta go.
yeah. Let's talk. Yeah, we should probably wait on it then.
She's currently all the way, like her habitat. You guys know of her, but you've never met her.
Interesting.
Is in Nessa's Wood. That's fucking
yeah, that's
ages
far.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out what our objectives are because we have all the arrows and then we also have
Yes.
a few random quests we've been given, like
Yeah.
the goose. We have to save Nylea's friend.
We
who
need
was
the
turned
arrows for
into a
that.
goose. That's part of the arrow quest.
That's for the arrows, yeah. I
We
mean,
have-
I'm.
You guys
One or
chose to get
all?
the arrows. You don't have to. You have one arrow, so
It
technically
helps,
you
though.
could go after that quest if you wanted to. It's always been
But do
unlocked.
Forbid the arrow
But does the
nothing.
bullies know the locations of the other arrows? Like,
Yeah,
was
They
that really-
yes, they know the
Yeah.
arrows they need to go to.
I have a screenshot of all the
Is
locations.
this? And it's funny. I should know this, but I know.
Of
Is this
course
one
you
of the
do.
areas? Is the is the Dark Gates. Did I mention that as one of them? Let me go back to mine.
Nixthos, the entrance to the Nyx, the island of Scathos, the
Mhm.
Palace of Secrets at the edge of the world, the
Mhm.
Labyrinth of Scophos, the Sun
Mhm.
Mirror, the Lost City of Gagora,
Mhm.
and the Frigid Lands.
Where the fuck is Gagora?
Interesting. So yeah, the frigid lands are technically in the air. Like if you go beyond, if you travel,
Yeah,
so that could be
further north.
Yeah, just going north. Yeah,
Gagora is in the ocean.
yeah, because Nick is the DM that sunk it.
Fuck off, Nick. Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry. Was that sunk in a dream? Is that the day?
You
Yeah,
know,
that
if we
day.
have to go there, I'm just gonna give Persis the trident and be like, all right, we're gonna wait in the boat. You go down and get
Did
the
you
arrow.
seek this island while I was happily skipping through church?
You mean happily skipping through and burning?
That particular
Sure.
act is not necessary. It doesn't change the fact that I was happily skipping through the church. Just because I'm setting everything on fire doesn't mean I'm not happily skipping.
It'd been accidental fire.
The only one you're close to is the frigid one, because since that's the only place that has snow.
Even in
Was that a church of
further
Heliod?
north.
Yeah, it was. It was I described it as what his grandest church that he had in this city that was destroyed overnight. This
Was it
capital-
Gagora?
Yes.
Interesting.
God, Nick, you really don't like Iliad, don't you? You just fucking hate him all around. DM or character, just fuck that guy.
So nobody knows I set it on fire because the whole island sunk that day.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It definitely was taken from the story about how Heliod destroyed a whole capital in one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Thanos.
one of these arrows is at the bottom of the fucking ocean in a lost city. Cool.
You
Yes.
have potions
How the
of water
hell's the-
breathing.
How's the
Yeah, we
bullies
do.
gonna get there?
Do y'all want are y'all going after all the arrows before y'all go after the
There's
beast?
no way.
I have
I'll
one.
just
I
need
mean,
to borrow the
better
there
to
Bible.
have
five
more
arrows?
than less.
5 arrows.
Looks
There's
like we're
five.
de-
I would say
diving.
3 of them. They're
we don't
probably
have to
gonna
get
go
all
for
of
2
them.
more. Probably 2 more. I'd say 2
Yeah.
more.
Alcides has been to Scophos, and then he could go borrow the Biden of Thassa from Osiren. Go deep diving.
But if you go to Scophos, that's a lot closer to my new character than any fucking other place, really.
I mean, I'm cool with whatever. Like, I already went back to Oreskos and that worked out better than I thought it was going to be. So,
100 times better.
yeah. So, I mean, I'm at this point, whatever y'all want. But yeah,
Yes,
the underwater one.
Also,
I don't know
Alcides,
You
what
guys
that
know
one.
Talmoon does have water breathing from our fight with the fish.
That one time?
So if we want to go,
You
if we want to
still
go
have-
down underneath,
No, we also have
I'm a
potions of water
sorcerer.
breathing too.
Yeah,
I
you
learned it.
have
It's
We
still
have
here
water
potions
breathing.
as well.
because
we
we
have
had to
potions
kill
of
that
water.
stupid fish no matter what.
Mhm.
is that the
No,
same fish
only-
we had to fight?
Kinda.
No, different fish.
Mm-mm.
This is not a fish. This is an eldritch being that I
It was
am
the
upset
was
with,
it-
and I
it
call
was the
stupid
aboleth,
fish.
right?
It's an aboleth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Aboleth.
aboleth? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you were
That's the
talking about
reason
the
why I have-
actual fish that like Pythias
no.
went down and fought by
Actually, I think
himself.
that might have been the same fish. Was
That
it?
might-
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
I
to
was
fight a
like-
giant fish to retrieve a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It
so
sounds like
Pythias, just
Pythias.
not no hammer.
And Jameson, now you could have that. What you were asking for the
Bulwark.
Woo.
the that would be granted.
Yeah,
By the
you-
way, that helmet, is it anything extra?
Helm of
or
the
is-
Gods.
Yes,
Yeah.
+1 to AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was Helm of the Gods for a
So
second. I was
I
like,
lost an AC, you gained 1.
And you
I
also gain
appreciate it.
Alcides, like, perspiration and muskiness.
You actually grow a beard if you didn't have one.
Ooh.
he sleeps 36 hours a day. Of course he has a beard.
He's been sleeping less, right?
Less.
He's like,
Yes.
Well, yeah, less, but doesn't